Brian, very much. Your Excellency, Dr. EDGAR CHAGWA LUNGU, the President of the Republic of Zambia. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Zambia, Madam ESTHER LUNGU. Thank you very much for hosting us today at the 8th edition of Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary. I would like also to welcome from the bottom of my heart the guests of honor and the ambassador of Merck More Than a Mother, the First Lady of Africa. I am so glad that and grateful that you are joining us today. Although that we are supposed to have this conference, which is our annual conference, in Zambia this year, we couldn't, of course, because of the COVID-19 restriction of movements and meetings. But thankfully that we have the technology that enables us to be together despite the fact of this global challenge and all the restrictions. We are all together with almost 5,000 attendees from healthcare providers, policymakers, academia, media representatives from over 70 countries, which is amazing achievement. We could not do it, or maybe we will not think of doing it if the coronavirus pandemic did not visit us. Of course, I would like by name to and by country to welcome each Excellency First Lady for joining us today and give us a great honor to be part of this activity. The First Lady of Angola, the First Lady of Botswana, the First Lady of Burkina Faso, the First Lady of Burundi, First Lady of Central African Republic, and the First Lady of Democratic Republic of Congo, the First Lady of the Gambia, the First Lady of Ghana, the First Lady of Guinea, and the First Lady of Liberia, the First Lady of Malawi, and the First Lady of Mozambique, the First Lady of Namibia, the First Lady of Sierra Leone, and the First Lady of Zimbabwe. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart of all the follow-up and the partnership and the commitment and the close collaboration we have done, despite the fact we cannot see each other, which I'm very sad about, because we used to see each other at least twice a year, but we couldn't do that this year and last year. But we continue working, and we have a great achievement and milestones in transforming the healthcare sectors and building capacity of healthcare providers and medical workers, which I take the chance to give them a big salute and all the respect and love to them, because they are our heroes and they are the ones that defending us in the first line. They are our first line defender and our army. So I thank them, and all my heart and thoughts go to the families of the one we lost during coronavirus. Ladies and gentlemen, and your excellencies, I am very happy to be here today, and I would like to acknowledge also the presence of the founder of Merck Foundation, Professor Dr. Frank Stengelberg-Haberkamp, the chairman of the executive board of Merck, and the chairman of the executive board of Merck Foundation, the board of trustee of Merck Foundation, which he is a great support for us, and he is always encouraging us and attending our platforms and Luminary to give us the support and the advice. Also, today we are going to have parallel to this meeting sessions, medical and educational sessions, to improve the also healthcare capacity for the more than 2,000 healthcare providers. Will join different parallel sessions in different specialties like diabetes and hypertension and respiratory and acute medicine and health, women health, fertility, and also reproductive and sexual medicine, which is also going to be a great support and help for their roles and their responsibilities, especially during coronavirus, because this will improve their patient care for coronavirus patients and risk groups. Of course, I would like to celebrate today with you the 4th anniversary of Merck Foundation. Although we started our program in 2012, we have a great impact, and the Merck Foundation established in 2017 to just make all our programs under one roof, which is Merck Foundation. So today we are celebrating the 4th anniversary, and also we celebrate a very important milestone that more than 1,100 doctors from Africa and Asia have benefited from Merck Foundation scholarship in different critical and underserved specialties like oncology, like fertility, like women health, like cardiovascular, diabetes, respiratory, and acute. And we are going to expand to more scholarship in the next few years and more critical and underserved specialties. I want to wish everyone Ramadan Kareem as well, because I know that some of the First Ladies are fasting, which we are going to start with them, their speeches, because I know that they are going to be tired immediately after the inauguration session. And I would like also to wish Sierra Leone happy Independence Day, because today is the Independence Day of Sierra Leone. I would like to thank you all for joining us again, and I would like to emphasize on our long-term commitment to Africa, to Asia, and to your countries, and to our partnerships as ambassadors of Merck More Than a Mother. Thank you very much, and I'm going to be with you until towards the end of the inauguration session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej. Great to see you, and keeping in high spirits. And very soon, I'm sure, we shall all meet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a quick reminder that for translations, please check at the bottom of the menu to choose the language of your preference. We have English, French, Portuguese, and Spanish. Now, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our patron and host for this year's conference, Her Excellency Mrs. ESTHER LUNGU, the First Lady of the Republic of Zambia. She's also the ambassador of Merck Foundation, Merck More Than a Mother. She's also the co-chairperson of the 8th edition of the Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary, to give her welcome address. And of course, we thank you, Your Excellency, for your dedication to support this video conference and all the Merck Foundation programs in Zambia. You're welcome.
Thank you very, very much, Brian. I'm excited to be with you this afternoon. Let me start by acknowledging the presence of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia.
All right, it looks like we have a technical challenge with the First Lady's connection. And when it comes back up, we shall definitely connect her. Okay, she's back. Okay. Apologies. I'm sure the technical team is working on this. As we get the First Lady and also the co-chairperson's connection back, we shall make sure she addresses us. And as we wait for her to get back up, let me welcome the founder of Merck Foundation and today's conference, Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary, Professor Dr. Frank Stagenberg Haverkamp. He is the chairman of both the executive board of Merck KG and Merck Foundation Board of Trustees. Dr. Frank is going to share his opening remarks, after which he will also welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia. And when Her Excellency signal comes back, we shall have her. Dr. Frank.
Thank you very much, Brian. Let's hope the technical equipment will keep running this time. So good morning, good afternoon to all participants. Before I continue my speech, let me just congratulate the Republic of Sierra Leone. Today is not just any Independence Day, it's exactly 60 years ago, on the 27th of April 1961, that Sierra Leone gained its independence. So it's a great day for the Republic. Congratulations. His Excellency President of Zambia, Her Excellency First Lady of Zambia, Excellencies First Ladies of Africa, Honorable Ministers of Health, Education, Information and Gender, distinguished partners of medical societies, academia, research and media, Merck Foundation alumni, ladies and gentlemen, and of course also dear colleagues. Welcome to the 8th edition of Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary, under the patronage of the President of Zambia, His Excellency Dr. EDGAR Lungu, and the First Lady of Zambia, Her Excellency Mrs. ESTHER LUNGU. I very much appreciate your willingness to support our efforts to build healthcare capacity and improve access to equitable healthcare solutions in Zambia. A warm welcome to the Excellencies, the First Ladies of Africa, for their valuable patronage as guests of honor to discuss solutions and strategies to improve access to equitable and quality healthcare, and as ambassadors of Merck More Than a Mother to implement measures to break the infertility stigma of women in Africa. It gives me immense pleasure to meet you all today with more than 2,000 participants of healthcare workers, policymakers, and media representatives from 70 countries, all virtually following us on the internet during this difficult time of the COVID-19 pandemic. I do hope that you and your families and countries are safe and healthy, and I very much hope that we can meet again in presence next year. I would like to thank our partner ministers and health experts from Africa, Asia, and Latin America to join hands with us in order to realize Merck Foundation's vision. Everyone in the world should lead a happy and fulfilling life. We have achieved a lot together, and we are going to continue and extend our support to achieve more, to be even more successful. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge your great efforts to raise awareness in your communities and support the healthcare sector in many ways, which in turn affects the ability of healthcare workers, our everyday heroes, to fulfill their duties, especially during the ongoing, very testing COVID-19 pandemic. Well done. Let's pray that that will finish soon. Your Excellencies, the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic have been more severe than we all expected across the globe some year ago. The pandemic has highlighted the importance of focusing on building and advancing healthcare capacity and training medical staff at all levels. The government realized more than ever the urgent need to address healthcare deficiencies to meet the ongoing healthcare needs of their population and on top of the demands of the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, I would like to greatly appreciate the valuable partnership that we have with all of you to build healthcare capacity and provide training to healthcare workers in many medical specialties areas even before the pandemic started. I also thank you for dedicating your time to participate today in our virtual platform for the second time during these special times in order to exchange your experience and success stories of addressing the challenges the healthcare sector faces in your specific country during the current COVID-19 pandemic, and to share with you Merck Foundation's plans and programs in partnership with 18 African First Ladies to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic and the impact of our programs in general and during the last year in particular. In our response to the pandemic, we focused on supporting the livelihood of thousands of women and casual workers' families who are affected in more than 18 countries. We started our online medical specialties training in 2020 through providing a one-year diploma and/or a two-year master degree from South Wales University and Queen University in diabetes, cardiovascular, endocrinology, reproductive medicines, medical oncology, respiratory medicine, and acute medicine. I'm pleased to share with you that till today, more than 1,100 doctors from 42 countries, mainly African countries, but also Asia and Latin American countries, have benefited from a Merck Foundation scholarship for specialties training. That is a great achievement. This is an outstanding milestone in our mission to improve access to quality and equitable healthcare solutions in underserved communities. In 2020, we have enrolled more than 400 African doctors into these courses, which will make a significant impact in improving the quality of care in their respective countries. We have also started this year to provide scholarships for more underserved but critical medical specialties in Africa, such as internal medicine, gastroenterology, mental health, pediatric, emergency medicine, dermatology, neonatal medicine, pain management, psychiatry, clinical microbiology, and infectious diseases, ophthalmology, urology, trauma, and orthopedics. So virtually we covered more or less the whole area of specialties in the medical profession. I strongly believe this is another important milestone in transforming healthcare quality and equitability for all patients and their families across Africa and developing countries. I'm personally proud of our ongoing online programs because it will significantly transform the healthcare landscape and it will create a revolution in access to quality and equitable healthcare in general. As you all know, most of Merck Foundation's programs since 2012 are focusing on building capacity for diabetes, cardiology, cancer, infertility, and women's health. We are now in the process to expand to more and more critical specialties. Merck Foundation understood Africa's challenges and tried to address them properly through new programs such as Merck Cancer Access Program. Another long-established program is Merck More Than a Mother. The campaign has been kicked off in Africa in 2015 in partnership with the First Ladies who became Merck More Than a Mother ambassadors, calling for action to break the stigma around infertile women and to empower them to build fertility care capacity in their countries. Through this campaign in 35 countries, we have trained 180 doctors as fertility specialists and another 155 doctors with a one-year diploma or a 2-year master's degree of reproductive health from a UK university, which will improve women's health in general and reproductive health in particular. Other programs are focusing on building diabetes and hypertension care capacity in both Africa and Asia under Merck Diabetes Blue Points program, with the aim to establish a strong platform of specialties across the two countries and the two continents. The courses are in English, French, Portuguese, and now also in Spanish, as we expand this year into Latin America. From 2016 till today, more than 550 doctors from 37 countries are currently either already graduated or undergoing this program. More than 60 doctors have been enrolled in a one-year diploma or a 2-year master degree of respiratory medicine and acute medicine to advance COVID-19 patient care in Africa. So we can look forward to celebrating their graduation and joining our Merck Foundation Luminary soon to be the future healthcare experts. Finally, I would like to wish our Merck Foundation a happy 4th anniversary. Welcome again to our 8th edition of Merck Foundation Annual Conference, Merck Africa Asia Luminary, in partnership with the government of Zambia. I wish you all to enjoy and benefit from it, and pray that we can all meet in 2022 again in an African country, and then, of course, in the flesh. thank you very much, and I wish you all a successful conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Frank Stagenberg-Haverkamp. And before I call you back again to welcome the President, let me invite the First Lady who had started her remarks but was cut off. She's back now. Your Excellency, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Brian. I hope I'm being heard now. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. EDGAR CHAGWA LUNGU, Your Excellencies, my dear sisters and First Ladies of Africa, Honorable Ministers, the Chairman of Merck, Professor Frank Stagenberg-Haverkamp, the CEO of Merck Foundation, Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej, distinguished delegates and partners from healthcare sectors, academia, policymakers, and the media, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to commence by offering my heartfelt condolences to my sister Hinda Debi Itno, former First Lady of Chad, on the loss of her husband, the late President Idris Deby Itno. I pray for peace and comfort for you and your loved ones at this difficult time, and indeed the people of Chad. I am profoundly delighted to welcome His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia,
Okay, we seem to have lost her again. Let me welcome Professor Frank to welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia.
Excellency, I would like to welcome you today to this conference. And let me stress, we are very, very grateful that you in person will give now a keynote speech and officially inaugurate our 8th Merck Foundation Africa-Asia Luminary. We all hope very much that we could do it in the presence in your beautiful capital city. But unfortunately, as we all know, we are all struck to the technical devices we fortunately have, but you can see how difficult it is to keep up the lines running. But let's hope and pray that it will all work well. And again, thank you for all your support. Then we all know without the support of the presidents and the first ladies, we would have never achieved all of this which Merck Foundation could achieve in the past years. So please, may I hand over the microphone to you to give the official opening keynote speech. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Madam ESTHER LUNGU, First Lady of the Republic of Zambia, the First Ladies from various African countries, Honorable Ministers, senior government officials, the Chairman of Merck and Chief Executive Officer of Merck Foundation, cooperating partners and members of the diplomatic corps, senior government officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first start by congratulating Sierra Leone on their National Day. It is indeed a great day for Africa as a whole. On behalf of the Zambian government, the people, and indeed on my own behalf, I wish to begin by expressing my heartfelt condolences to the government of the Republic of Chad and the people of Chad for the sudden and tragic loss of my dear brother, His Excellency President Idris Deby. It is my sincere prayer that God Almighty may comfort the bereaved family and the First Lady, and indeed the entire nation during this very difficult time. I now wish to invite you, colleagues, to join me in observing a minute of silence in honor of our departed leader. Shall we be upstanding for a minute, please? May the soul of our departed brother rest in eternal peace.
So sorry. He's speaking now, so immediately finishes will speak. Oh my God! Oh my God! Hey!
Madam First Ladies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to welcome you all to the 8th edition of Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary Virtual Conference 2021, being hosted by the Republic of Zambia and co-chaired by the First Lady of the Republic of Zambia, Mrs. ESTHER LUNGU, in partnership with the Merck Foundation. I'm deeply delighted that this virtual conference is coinciding with the 4th anniversary of Merck Foundation, our long-term strategic partner. To all the First Ladies in Africa who are currently actively involved with the Merck Foundation, I urge you to continue prioritizing human capital development through various capacity building programs which are aimed at supporting the work of the Ministries of Health in our respective countries. Madam First Ladies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, we were supposed to welcome you all to Zambia, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we could not conduct this very important conference physically. However, my government worked closely with Merck Foundation to make use of the new technologies to have this conference virtually held. With this, we have been afforded an opportunity to meet and discuss different strategies to overcome health and social challenges and find solutions to improve access to equitable and quality health care in our respective countries. This virtual platform has given an opportunity to more than 2,000 healthcare providers, policymakers, academia, and media from 70 countries to share experiences and learn lessons. This will help us to see how we can improve the lives of our people in line with the United Nations Agenda 2030 on Sustainable Development. As we do this, let us not forget that COVID-19 pandemic is real, and we all need to adhere to the public health guidelines provided to us by our health experts in our various countries. I am confident that this platform will also help us to exploit partnership opportunities and introduce new frameworks for cooperation in the area of capacity building of healthcare workers and in collaboration with the Ministry of Health here in Zambia, Merck Foundation, and other ministries of health, governments, academia, research and healthcare societies, and indeed all institutions related to healthcare across the world. Madam First Ladies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the population of Africa grows to almost 1.4 billion people, I urge African leaders and all of you to focus on building our healthcare capacity and train more and more healthcare providers in various specialties, to keep the African population healthy and productive. It is gratifying that the critical role of our health workers has been appreciated and the re-emphasized during the COVID-19 pandemic, which is confronting the globe. We pay glowing tribute to them as our heroes and heroines who have consistently been at the battlefront of various public health threats and emergencies, and more so during this COVID-19 pandemic, which has continued to ravage nations. I now take this opportunity to salute all our health workers with lots of love and respect for their unwavering commitment in saving many lives in Zambia, the rest of Africa, and indeed the entire globe. I believe that stronger political commitment, purposeful and strategic partnerships are key to improving health outcomes and the well-being of all people in the world, especially in Africa. As political leaders, we are accountable to our people for the decisions we make and the results we achieve. Let me also take this opportunity to appreciate our long-term partnership with Merck Foundation. I must say, I'm impressed with the Foundation's smart strategy and flawless execution, which is aimed at advancing capacity of our healthcare by providing critical and underserved specialty training for our local doctors across the country, hence ensuring quality and equitable healthcare to our people, a critical ingredient in the attainment of universal health coverage. To achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, there is urgent need for innovative, dynamic, and purposeful partnerships. It is only through effective coordination of collective effort that we can achieve these goals. Madam First Ladies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today there are achievements to celebrate, but also challenges to address. Now more than ever, we have realized the critical importance of our public healthcare sectors. With this realization, we must continue programs that build our healthcare capacity and train our healthcare providers at all levels. In this regard, my government has identified human resource for health as a critical investment in ensuring that our people are healthy and productive. This resource is a prerequisite to our country's socio-economic transformation and is well articulated in our National Development Plan and the National Health Strategic Plan. I am happy and encouraged that Merck Foundation has partnered with African governments, including Zambia, to reshape our human capital development landscape. In Zambia, more than 85 Zambian doctors have been provided with specialized training in many fields, such as cancer, diabetes, hypertension, and women's health, reproductive health, as well as respiratory and intensive care. There is no doubt that our partnership with Merck Foundation will continue to add immense value to our mission of building capacity and training of more healthcare specialists and experts to improve treatment for cancer, cardiac diseases, and artificial in vitro fertilization, renal and bone marrow transplant, and other specialties. This will further improve access to quality and equitable healthcare solutions nationwide and in Africa. Our efforts to attain success in creating healthcare centers of excellency in African countries aimed at addressing challenges facing the continent in the health sector depends on specialized healthcare personnel. I am equally delighted to see results of our partnership with Merck Foundation in such a short time. I further appreciate the significant impact of their programs and long-term commitment on the transformation and reshaping of our public health care sector. Madam First Ladies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this year's Luminary, together with all of you and with Merck Foundation, will enhance our African and Asian cooperation as a catalyst to greater integration between developing countries. This annual conference has once again demonstrated the Merck Foundation's exceptional commitment to Africa and Asia. It is therefore my expectation that during the 3 days of deliberations, this meeting will provide scientific and social educational programs for Africa's healthcare needs with special focus on disease prevention, early detection, and treatment. Madam First Lady, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I wish to emphasize that strategic partnerships are beneficial not only to boosting the health sector, but also to transforming the economic and social development of any country. I wish you all fruitful deliberations, and now it is my singular honor and privilege to declare this conference officially open. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Dr. EDGAR CHAGWA LUNGU. Thank you very much for this great honor. It was I mean, this is really the highlight of our conference, and we wish to see you in person very soon after coronavirus pandemic. And very nice to see Her Excellency, the First Lady of Zambia, has joined already from the same room of His Excellency. Thank you very much, Madam Esther. Please, you can continue with your speech, which is very, very important for us. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Zambia, Madam ESTHER LUNGU, is a co-chairperson of 8th edition of Merck Foundation Africa-Asia Luminary.
Thank you very much, Doc. I hope I'm audible enough from this page. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. EDGAR CHAGWA LUNGU, Your Excellencies, my dear sisters and First Ladies of Africa, Honorable Ministers, the Chairman of Merck, Professor Frank Sturgeonberg, Navakamp, the CEO of Merck Foundation, Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej, distinguished delegates and partners from healthcare sectors, academia, policymakers, and the media, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to commence by offering my heartfelt condolences to my sister, Hinda Devi Itno, former First Lady of Chad, on the loss of her husband, the late President Idris Deby Itno. I pray for peace and comfort for you, my dear sister, and your loved ones at this difficult time, and indeed the people of Chad. I am profoundly delighted to welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, who is also my dear husband. Your Excellency, thank you for the immeasurable support you have continued to offer me. A special welcome to all my sisters, Excellencies, the First Ladies of Africa, Honorable Ministers of Health, Education, Information, and Gender, and all our distinguished guests from across the world to the 8th edition of the Merck Foundation Africa-Asia Luminary Virtual Conference. My special appreciation goes to the government of the Republic of Zambia and Merck Foundation for making it possible for us to convene today. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, we would have really loved to host you physically so that you could have an opportunity to appreciate the friendliness of the Zambian people and to also sample our various tourist attractions. However, this has not been made possible due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Nonetheless, I am confident that soon we will be able to meet and put a human face to our partnerships because this pandemic is surmountable. Thanks to this information age that has designed state-of-the-art technology, which has enabled us to hold an international conference of this magnitude virtually. Let me recognize my co-chair, Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej, and take this opportunity to congratulate you on your appointment as Senator of the Egyptian Senate from 2020 to 2025 by the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, His Excellency Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Furthermore, congratulations for being nominated in 2020 as one of the most influential women in Africa. Thank you for your great leadership and tireless efforts in also ensuring that the Africa-Asia Luminary continues to build on the gains made to boost human capital development and the saving of lives in Africa and Asia. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, I am encouraged that we still found time to meet with more than 2,000 participants from 70 countries to participate and benefit from the various medical and social educational sessions, all aimed at building capacity in the fields of cancer, diabetes, hypertension, fertility, women health care, and research. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, it is a delight to co-chair and host this important conference with Merck Foundation and collectively celebrate the 4th anniversary. Merck Foundation has been a long-term partner in building capacity for health workers, in improving access to healthcare, information, and breaking the silence, stigma, and discrimination associated with infertility. We are indebted to Merck Foundation for selecting Zambia to host this important knowledge platform where we will discuss cross-cutting issues to address various health and social challenges, besides finding solutions to improve the health and well-being of our nations. Consequently, let me commend my sisters, the First Ladies of Africa, Merck Foundation, and the government of the Republic of Zambia for making it possible for us to gather and embrace the theme that has been dubbed "Together we can make a difference" through building healthcare capacity and improving access to equitable health solutions, including breaking the stigma of infertility. It is my expectation that whatever will be discussed during the next 3 days will be accompanied by a monitoring framework so that we can measure progress as we journey on. Once again, thank you for finding time to be part of this important conference. God bless Africa, God bless Asia, and God bless Zambia. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, Doctor.
Your Excellency, thank you very much. And great that you joined us. I know that African women, there's nothing impossible. So thank you very, very much. I'm happy also to as we said, that we are during the fasting months, the Holy Ramadan. And of course, due that some First Ladies are fasting today. So we said that we are going to start the talking point by them so they can, of course, rest. So it will not be a long day for them. So I think we, after the finish the inauguration session now, and we are very thankful for His Excellency, the President of Zambia, Dr. EDGAR Lungu, and also Her Excellency, the First Lady of Zambia, Madame ESTHER LUNGU. We would like to invite the first one of the guests of honor. Of course, starting again with the First Ladies who's fasting today, with Madame H.E Conde, the First Lady of the Republic of Guinea-Conakry. Welcome her to the stage, and she's also the ambassador of Merck More Than a Mother. Thank you very much, Madame Conde, and we'd like to say that we are happy to see you after a long time, and maybe next time we will see each other in person, for sure.
Merci beaucoup, Dr. Raja Kelej. Avant tout propos, je vais donc profiter de ce plateau comme ma sœur de la Zambie pour présenter mes condoléances les plus attristées à ma sœur Indi Debbie Itno, pour le décès du président du Tchad, Idriss Déby Itno. Que la terre lui soit légère et que Allah l'accueille au paradis. Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la Zambie, Excellence, Madame la Première Dame de Zambie, Excellence, Sœur Première Dame d'Afrique, Honorable Ministre, chers partenaires PDG of Merck, Professeur Frank, et la directrice, la sénatrice de Merck Foundation, Dr. Rasha Kelej, distingués fournisseurs de soins de santé, décideurs et médias. Mesdames et messieurs, honorable assistance, je suis très heureuse aujourd'hui d'être parmi mes sœurs premières dames d'Afrique et vous tous en tant qu'invités d'honneur de la 8e édition de la Fondation Merck Africa Asia Luminary, et pour célébrer ensemble le 4e anniversaire de la Fondation Merck. J'ai participé au lancement de la Fondation Merck en Égypte en 2017 et depuis, je travaille en étroite collaboration avec elle en tant qu'ambassadrice de Merck plus qu'une mère, pour autonomiser les femmes infertiles grâce à l'accès à l'information, à l'éducation, au changement de mentalité et à l'autonomisation économique. En tant qu'ambassadrice de Merck plus qu'une mère, j'ai travaillé en collaboration avec nos ministères de la Santé, de l'Information, de l'Éducation et du genre pour sensibiliser nos communautés et nos zones rurales afin de mieux comprendre l'infertilité et donc de briser la stigmatisation autour des femmes infertiles et les autonomiser grâce à l'accès à l'information, l'éducation, la santé, le changement de mentalité, afin de soutenir également l'éducation des jeunes filles qui est très importante pour le développement social et économique de notre pays. Nous avons également établi un partenariat avec la Fondation Merck, entre la Fondation Merck et notre ministère de la Santé pour renforcer les capacités de santé et former les futurs experts en Guinée. Nous avons ainsi inscrit au total 18 médecins locaux aux bourses de la Fondation Merck de différentes spécialités: oncologie, diabète, fertilité et embryologie. 3 médecins ont bénéficié de la bourse de recherche en oncologie de la Fondation Merck en Inde dans différentes spécialités: gynécologie, pédiatrie et pathologie. 3 autres vont rejoindre cette année dans ces sous-spécialités d'oncologie médicale et chirurgicale. 12 médecins suivent un cours de master sur le diabète pour établir une plateforme d'experts du diabète dans le pays. En plus de 3 médecins qui ont obtenu leur diplôme de spécialisation en fertilité et de formation en embryologie en Inde pour être notre première équipe de soins de fertilité dans le pays. Et cela est très important et critique pour mon pays car de nombreuses femmes souffrent de la stigmatisation de l'infertilité et sont victimes de sorcellerie des guérisseurs. 2 autres médecins rejoindront cette année la même formation. Chers participants, nous avons lancé en partenariat avec le ministère de l'Information la formation des médias sur la santé en Guinée et le prix de la reconnaissance des médias. Merck plus qu'une mère pour les éduquer sur la façon d'être la voix des sans-voix et pour sensibiliser nos communautés à briser la stigmatisation liée à l'infertilité. C'était une initiative très percutante et les représentants des médias ont beaucoup profité de cette formation. Ils ont contribué ainsi chaque jour aux objectifs de la campagne. Nous sommes heureux de célébrer de nombreux gagnants de Guinée et nous avons annoncé les gagnants des prix de reconnaissance des médias. Restez à la maison dans le but de sensibiliser nos communautés sur la pandémie de coronavirus. Je serai heureuse de lancer la nouvelle édition de ces deux prix pour poursuivre nos efforts en vue de créer un changement de culture et d'être la voix des sans-voix. Nous avons aussi lancé
All right, we seem to have lost that connection.
Et en partenariat avec le ministère de l'Éducation, un livre d'histoire destiné aux écoliers pour mettre en avant les fortes valeurs familiales d'amour et de respect dès le plus jeune âge. De plus, nous travaillons en partenariat en étroite collaboration avec la Fondation Merck sur le programme Éduquer Mariam pour inspirer les jeunes filles et sensibiliser les communautés sur l'importance de l'éducation des filles. Mesdames et messieurs, honorable assistance, vous en entendrez davantage sur nos réalisations dans un proche avenir et lors de la prochaine conférence. Je continuerai à travailler avec plaisir en étroite collaboration avec la Fondation Merck et Dr Raja pour créer un changement de culture afin de respecter les femmes, qu'elles aient des enfants ou non. Elles sont toutes plus que des mères. Nous les autonomiserons grâce à l'accès à l'éducation, à la santé, au changement de mentalité. Au nom du peuple guinéen donc, nous nous félicitons du partenariat à long terme avec la Fondation Merck pour renforcer les capacités de soins de santé et relever nos défis sanitaires dans le pays. Je vous remercie pour votre écoute et à très bientôt.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madame First Lady. Thank you very much.
Merci, docteur. À bientôt.
À bientôt.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, and we absolutely look forward to seeing you very, very soon in person. I think for the connection, I was going to think you also need to be in the same room with the president, because for the First Lady of Zambia, the connection worked when she connected in the same room. So well done, Mr. President, on that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now listen to the First Lady of the Republic of Angola, Her Excellency Mrs. Ana Diaz Lourenco. Welcome.
Thank you very much for giving me the floor, Mr. Gian. Sua Excelência Presidente da República da Zâmbia, Dr. EDGAR CHAGWA LUNGU, minha querida irmã, Primeira-Dama da Zâmbia, Senhora ESTHER LUNGU, nossa anfitriã para este evento, minhas queridas irmãs, Excelências Primeiras-Damas africanas presentes, Excelências Senhores Ministros do Governo da Zâmbia, Senhor Presidente do Conselho Executivo da Merck, Professor Frank Strangenberg Averkamp, Sua Excelência CEO da Fundação Merck, a Senhora Rasha Kelesh, minhas senhoras e meus senhores. Permitam-me, em primeiro lugar, associar-me às intervenções que me antecederam, das primeiras damas, para me juntar também ao ato de solidariedade e transmitir uma palavra de conforto à nossa querida irmã Inda, que há uma semana perdeu o seu marido. Que sua alma descanse em paz e que Deus conforte a Inda e a sua família. Estou muito feliz hoje em juntar-me às minhas irmãs, Suas Excelências, as Primeiras Damas de África, e a todos vós, como convidada de honra da 8ª edição da Merck Foundation, África-Ásia Luminary, onde participam mais de uma centena de pessoas virtualmente para celebrarmos o 4º aniversário da Fundação Merck, a nossa parceira. Durante este período da pandemia, quero, em primeiro lugar, expressar a nossa solidariedade às pessoas que foram afetadas por esta pandemia e agradecer a todos os profissionais de saúde que estão na linha da frente a trabalhar para conter o coronavírus. É gratificante fazer parte desta iniciativa da Fundação Merck, que reúne primeiras damas e que permite partilhar as experiências de cada uma nos seus respectivos países. Como novo membro desta plataforma, sendo esta a minha segunda participação, infelizmente de forma virtual, devido aos tempos difíceis que vivemos com a pandemia global do coronavírus, reconheço que estes encontros são uma boa oportunidade para dialogar e tirarmos benefícios das experiências e histórias de sucesso uns dos outros. Felicito a Fundação Merck pelo início de uma nova estratégia de resposta à pandemia do coronavírus, com foco na comunidade e em diversas áreas, em especial o apoio comunitário e ao sustento dos trabalhadores. Minhas senhoras e meus senhores, lançamos juntos os prémios de jornalismo Fique em Casa, em português, para encorajar a nossa mídia local a elevar a conscientização sobre como manter-se saudável e seguro durante o bloqueio do coronavírus. Foi uma atividade muito inovadora e aproveitamos esta oportunidade para felicitar mais uma vez o jornalista angolano César Silveira, que venceu este prémio, e os outros vencedores dos prémios nas outras línguas. Em breve, juntamente com o Ministério da Saúde, iremos partilhar uma lista de candidatos a serem inscritos no curso online de mestrado em diabetes, pela primeira vez em língua portuguesa, como parte do programa Merck Foundation Diabetes Bluepoint, que visa contribuir para a melhoria do acesso a cuidados de saúde equitativos e de qualidade no tratamento de diabetes. Auguramos poder inscrever médicos angolanos no programa de bolsas de estudo em oncologia em várias especialidades como medicina, ginecologia, pediatria, radiação, cirurgia e oncologia paliativa na Índia. O programa que será retomado com o levantamento das restrições de viagens. Este programa é importante para Angola, porquanto, em última instância, vai contribuir para o aumento do número de oncologistas no país e, em consequência, melhorar a qualidade e o acesso aos cuidados oncológicos da nossa população. É importante ressaltar que continuo a trabalhar com a minha equipa e a Fundação Merck para moldar o programa Educar Linda, que em Angola será denominado Educar a UESA, que visa empoderar as meninas através da educação e eliminar o casamento infantil. Este programa é prioritário para nós porque considero que a aposta na educação é chave para o desenvolvimento dos nossos países. Defendo a educação das meninas como área de intervenção prioritária, pois considero a educação como uma das áreas mais críticas do empoderamento das mulheres. É também uma área que representa alguns dos exemplos mais claros de discriminação que as mulheres sofrem. Como é evidente na declaração da Unicef, em África, entre as crianças que não frequentam a escola, há 2 vezes mais meninas do que meninos. E entre os adultos analfabetos, há 2 vezes mais mulheres do que homens. Estudos mostram que, em áreas onde existe grande pobreza e décadas de conflito, que limitam as suas décadas de conflito, as meninas enfrentam enormes desafios que limitam as suas habilidades para obter a educação que merecem. Acredito firmemente que é importante investir na educação das meninas, pois ela transformará os nossos países e o mundo inteiro. As meninas que recebem educação têm menos probabilidade de se casar jovens e mais probabilidade de levar uma vida saudável e produtiva. Elas ganham rendas mais altas, participam das decisões que mais as afetam e constroem um futuro melhor para elas e suas famílias. Queridas participantes, queridas irmãs, primeiras damas de África, aguardamos a recepção de 20.000 cópias dos livros de histórias para distribuir entre crianças em idade escolar, com o objetivo de elevar a conscientização sobre o coronavírus e apoiar a educação das meninas. Mais uma vez, saúdo a Fundação Merck pela sua disponibilidade para, em parceria com o meu gabinete, apoiar a educação das meninas, iniciativas de saúde e incentivar a mídia nas ações de conscientização sobre o coronavírus em Angola. Por fim, uma saudação às minhas queridas irmãs, as primeiras damas africanas, uma palavra de agradecimento à minha irmã, primeira dama da Zâmbia, senhora ESTHER LUNGU, e a CEO da Fundação Merck, a senhora H.E pela realização desta 8ª edição da luminária Merck África-Ásia. Uma palavra também à nossa irmã Fátima Biu, pela comemoração do Dia Nacional hoje na Serra Leoa. Oremos ao Altíssimo para que a pandemia do coronavírus esteja sob controle e que todos estejamos vacinados, seguros, saudáveis e de volta às nossas vidas normais. Muito obrigada pela atenção, continuação de um bom trabalho e sucesso para esta conferência. Obrigada.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, First Lady of Angola, Madame Ana Lorenzo. And I am sure that we are going to be able to meet soon. We're praying that we can meet soon. I remember that the last 2 trips I have done before Corona pandemic movement and travel restriction was to Angola and then to Namibia. So this is my latest, our last memories about traveling. So I hope that very soon we can meet again. I can travel again to Angola to celebrate the end of COVID-19. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was a connection challenge again, but we shall overcome it. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, First Lady of the Republic of Angola. Let me now welcome Her Excellency, Mrs. Neo Jane Masisi, the First Lady of the Republic of Botswana.
Your Excellency, Mr. EDGAR LUNGU, President of the Republic of Zambia, and Her Excellency, Mrs. ESTHER LUNGU, Your Excellencies, my dear sisters, First Ladies of Africa, Honorable Ministers, Chairman of Merck, Professor Frank, the Chief Executive Officer of Merck Foundation, Dr. Raja Kelesh, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a very good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure today to be with you at the 8th edition of the Africa EDGAR Luminary as we celebrate the 4th anniversary of Merck Foundation. Let me thank the government of Zambia and Merck Foundation for hosting. I note that there are over 2,000 participants in attendance at this conference. Among them, healthcare providers and policymakers from more than 70 countries. It is gratifying to meet you all once more virtually during these difficult times when the world battles the COVID-19 pandemic. We all wish for those days when we could meet in person to share our valuable experiences and ideas. As with all of us, I'm optimistic that the opportunity to meet again will come by when this disruption is all over. This global conference gives us an opportunity as African First Ladies to make reflections on progress that we have made since we began our journey with the Merck Foundation. Today, we share our invaluable experiences and ideas, which will help us chart a way forward in addressing health challenges that affect our people, particularly women. Ladies and gentlemen, Merck Foundation has shown selfless commitments to advancing healthcare in strengthening public sector across Africa, Asia, and the globe. The philanthropic efforts of this foundation are greatly contributing to the development of many of our countries, including Botswana, of course. Our strategic relationship with Merck Foundation is one of those global partnerships that is a clear demonstration that a do-it-alone approach matters that affect human development is not sustainable. Thus, as Africa's First Ladies, our combined strengths and abilities through the Merck Foundation have so far produced positive results. Through the Merck Foundation, we have managed to provide leadership in building quality and equitable healthcare, breaking the stigma of infertility and contributing to efforts aimed at ending gender-based violence. For instance, in Botswana, Merck Foundation provided scholarships to more than 32 Botswana doctors in different critical specialties, such as diabetes, cardiovascular preventive, oncology, respiratory medicines, acute medicines, and sexual and reproductive medicines. As a result of these efforts, at least 8 doctors completed a 1-year diabetes diploma, out of which 2 candidates have further enrolled in a 1-year master's degree course. In addition, at least 13 doctors have been enrolled in a 1-year diploma in cardiovascular preventive endocrinology, acute medicines, and respiratory medicines from South Wales University in the United Kingdom. Considering the limited number of gynecologists in my country, we also enrolled 7 doctors to a 1-year online postgraduate diploma and a 2-year master's degree in sexual and reproductive health medicine at the University of South Wales. As we continue on this journey, we're exploring ways to expand this program to cover more specialties, including 1-year diploma and 2-year master degree in psychological therapies, orthopedic trauma science, pediatric emergency medicine, just to mention a few. These programs are important for my country as they mitigate shortage of local healthcare specialists, especially in the public sector. My office is working closely with government stakeholders through our Ministry of Health and Wellness to make sure that Botswana takes advantage of this unique opportunity, which will significantly improve women's health in general. As a woman and as Merck More Than a Mother ambassador, I'm very attached to issues of women's and girls' health in my country and Africa at large. I'm determined more than ever before to contribute towards efforts that aim to improve women's health and general well-being. Through the opportunities offered by the Merck Foundation, I want to encourage all of us, First Ladies, to establish a strong network of fertility and reproductive care experts in Africa with the view to empower women who have difficulties in conceiving and to support couples as much as possible to deal with issues of infertility in a more productive way. We should also ensure we raise awareness amongst our male partners about the realities of male infertility, while educating society so infertility stigma is erased. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that gender-based violence is one of the many challenges that the world has been grappling with for many years. We saw an alarming increase during the COVID-19 period. Africa and of course Botswana have not been spared. During 2020, the Botswana Police Service recorded an increase of 7.4% in gender-based violence-related offenses as compared to 2019. The pre-existing gender inequalities, which mainly affect women and girls, are made worse by aspects of our culture, our customs and traditions that exist in our communities. We are all aware that gender-based violence is destructive to our economies as it seriously undermines our efforts to achieve sustainable development goals. We have to deal with this scourge, ensuring the elimination of this social ill completely from our society. Despite government's efforts, including those of the country's highest political leadership, the private sector, leisure sector, traditional leadership, civil society organizations, and the general public at ending gender-based violence, it is clear that we are a far cry away from winning this battle as we continue to see escalating incidents of violations. I'm pleased to share that Merck Foundation has come forward to support my accelerated advocacy efforts at fighting gender-based violence. Thus, in partnership with the foundation, we have partnered on a GBV poster contest with the aim to stop gender-based violence. The poster contest committee has selected the 13 most creative and inspiring work calling for the fight against GBV. The award ceremony is planned for next month, which will be followed by a compilation of all submissions into a publication. I thank Merck Foundation for the immense support, and I'm extremely excited about it. I want to also express appreciation to the Chief Executive Officer of Merck Foundation, Dr. Raja Kelej, for joining me virtually during the Cycling Against GBV campaign, which I launched in 2020. The cycling event, where I cycled in 6 locations around the country, was held under the theme Stop GBV, Stand Against Gender-Based Violence and Child Abuse. May I also appreciate the Merck Foundation for their response to the COVID-19 pandemic, particularly for providing online specialty training in relevant fields. These programs are definitely valuable as they contribute towards strengthening capacity in our healthcare systems. Finally, let me express my profound gratitude to Your Excellencies, distinguished participants from healthcare providers, academia, policymakers, and media for taking part in this very important event, which will go a long way in supporting our healthcare sector reforms and contribute towards improved health outcomes on the continent and beyond. Please continue adhering to the COVID-19 health protocols in your respective countries, and I thank you for your attention. To you mothers, the aunts, the fathers, the grandmothers, may I wish you a happy Mother's Day in advance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madame Neo Masisi, the First Lady of Botswana and the Ambassador of Merck Mother. And I am very looking forward to join your next cycling tour to stop gender-based violence this year. I'm sure you're going to do another one. And it was a great initiative. And we are Merck Foundation. We'd like to support this initiative as part of empowering women and empowering women to break the stigma around them and empower girls in education. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rasha. Let's now welcome the First Lady of the Republic of Burkina Faso, Her Excellency Madame Sika Kabore.
Excellences, Monsieur le Président de la République de Zambie, chères sœurs Premières Dames, en particulier ma sœur de Zambie qui nous accueille aujourd'hui, Monsieur le Président de la Fondation Merck, éminente personnalité du monde scientifique, Dr Raja Kelej, directrice de la Fondation Merck, distingués partenaires techniques et financiers, sans oublier les médias qui nous accompagnent, honorables invités, mesdames et messieurs. Je voudrais, à l'entame de mon propos, à la suite de tous ceux qui m'ont précédé, saluer l'ensemble des participants présents à cette 8e édition de la Merck Foundation Africa-Asia Luminary, dont j'accueille l'invitation d'honneur avec une grande émotion. C'est aussi pour moi une immense joie de voir combien la plateforme d'initiative des Premières Dames de la Fondation Merck ambitionne de contribuer au développement social et économique de nos pays en emportant des solutions aux problèmes sanitaires et sociaux que nos États connaissent. Notre réunion intervient à un moment critique où le monde est sévèrement éprouvé par la pandémie de la COVID-19 et la crise sécuritaire qui, elle, à son tour, a déstabilisé le tissu social de plusieurs pays. Cette crise sécuritaire a également fragilisé davantage les systèmes de soins et occasionné de nombreuses pressions économiques sur nos pays. Je voudrais, à ce niveau de mon propos, mentionner avec respect et dignité la mémoire du maréchal Idriss Déby Itno, qui vient de nous quitter et qui a tant donné à la lutte contre l'insécurité dans le Sahel. Madame Inda Déby Itno, son épouse, notre sœur, devait être avec nous ici pour cette rencontre, mais les circonstances douloureuses que nous vivons tous en solidarité avec sa famille et le peuple tchadien l'ont privée de ce déplacement auquel je suis sûre qu'elle tenait fermement. C'est l'occasion pour moi de lui renouveler mes sincères condoléances et de lui traduire encore une fois ma profonde estime. Mesdames et messieurs, nous ne pouvons plus penser aux stratégies de développement social et économique de nos pays sans tenir compte des multiples crises sanitaires, humanitaires et sécuritaires, ainsi que des conséquences du changement climatique. Toutes ces crises ont des conséquences diverses sur les modes de vie et de production de nos populations. Les affrontements récurrents entre groupes armés dans la région africaine, l'insécurité dans plusieurs zones de production due à la présence des groupes terroristes et l'expansion de l'extrémisme religieux sont autant de variables à considérer pour alimenter nos réflexions sur le développement. Lorsque nous abordons les questions de développement social et économique de nos pays en développement, nous devons prendre également en considération le rôle prépondérant de la femme dans les économies familiales et nationales. En effet, la femme a toujours été au cœur du bien-être des familles et de la société en général. Elle est active pour la promotion de la santé dans la famille et pour l'éducation citoyenne et scolaire des enfants. Nous devons donc penser à l'autonomisation des femmes comme un véritable levier de développement socio-économique de nos pays. Chères sœurs, premières dames d'Afrique, mesdames et messieurs, nous devons accompagner nos pays pour développer des stratégies qui permettent à chaque femme de réaliser pleinement ses droits sexuels et de reproduction. Ainsi, les politiques éducatives, sanitaires, en matière d'emploi et en matière d'investissement devront être sensibles au genre et contribuer à l'atteinte des 3 résultats transformateurs à l'horizon 2030, à savoir 0 décès maternel évitable, 0 besoin non satisfait en planification familiale, 0 violence basée sur le genre. Nous devons aussi penser aux stratégies qui préservent la dignité des filles et des femmes dans les zones à sécurité précaire. Mesdames et messieurs, dans le domaine de la santé, le défi résiduel est l'accès de nos populations aux solutions de santé de qualité et équitable. Nos réflexions devront être orientées sur des stratégies novatrices qui permettent de réaliser une couverture sanitaire universelle en assurant la sécurité financière des patients. D'ailleurs, la couverture sanitaire universelle est une condition indispensable pour atteindre les objectifs sanitaires des objectifs de développement durable ODD. La plateforme d'initiative des premières dames de la Fondation Merck est une opportunité pour porter le plaidoyer afin que la santé soit intégrée dans toutes les politiques et que celle-ci soit élaborée en prenant en compte les facteurs sociaux, économiques et politiques décisifs en matière de santé. Au Burkina Faso, le chef de l'État, son Excellence M. Roch-Marc Christian Kaboré, a placé la couverture sanitaire universelle au rang de ses priorités dès son accession à la magistrature suprême. À cet effet, depuis 2016, l'État a réalisé progressivement la gratuité des soins pour les enfants de moins de 5 ans et pour les femmes enceintes, sans oublier la gratuité de la planification familiale. La santé communautaire a également été renforcée avec le recrutement d'agents de santé appelés agents de santé à base communautaire pour offrir des soins préventifs, promotionnels et curatifs dans les communautés en général et particulièrement dans les communautés des zones rurales. En 2020, l'État a lancé officiellement la couverture des personnes indigentes par le régime d'assurance maladie. À terme, ce sont environ 4 millions de personnes indigentes qui bénéficieront de soins gratuits. Le plan du gouvernement de mon pays prévoit également l'accélération et l'extension aux autres catégories de la population. Il est programmé la couverture sur une base contributive de tous les agents publics membres de mutuelles professionnelles avec un appui financier de l'État. L'accompagnement des initiatives existantes en matière de création de mutuelles d'agents publics, dont la mutuelle des enseignants du primaire et des membres de leur famille, la couverture des acteurs du secteur de l'économie informelle et agricole dans 61 communes réparties dans 6 régions, et enfin, le renforcement des capacités de 37 mutuelles en difficulté. Ces exemples cités sont pour nous rassurer que la couverture sanitaire universelle est certes ambitieuse, mais elle est réalisable avec la volonté politique d'y parvenir, mais également avec l'appui de partenaires techniques et financiers tels que la Fondation Merck, dont j'assiste pour la première fois à l'une des assemblées. Mesdames et messieurs, pour finir mes propos, je remercie encore une fois la Fondation Merck pour l'occasion qu'elle nous donne, en tant que première dame et mère de la nation, de nous pencher sur le développement économique et social de nos pays en vue de trouver des solutions idoines qui conviennent davantage à nos populations. C'est l'occasion pour moi de réitérer ma gratitude pour le soutien apporté par la Fondation au profit de plus de 200 familles vulnérabilisées par la pandémie de la Covid, c'était l'année dernière. Mon pays, le Burkina Faso, est disposé à tout mettre en œuvre de façon diligente pour accéder aux solutions donc proposées dans cette plateforme. Joyeux 4e anniversaire à la Fondation Merck. Je vous remercie.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Madame Sika Kapoor, the First Lady of Burkina Faso, and I welcome you to our platform, Merck Foundation Africa First Ladies Initiative platform, as a new member, and also it was a great honor to have you as an ambassador of Merck Foundation, More Than a Mother, to empower women lives with infertility through access to health and information and change of mindset, and also supporting girls' education. Thank you very much, and welcome back. Welcome again to our platform. And I'm sure we will see you after COVID-19 because we never met in person before. So it will be a great honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Now let's welcome the First Lady of the Republic of Burundi, Her Excellency, Madame Angeline Ndayishimiye.
Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la République de Zambie, Excellence, Madame la Première Dame de la République de Zambie, Excellence, mes chères sœurs, les Premières Dames d'Afrique, Excellence, Mesdames, Messieurs les ministres, chers partenaires, Président de la Fondation MEC, Professeur Dr Frank et la Directrice générale de la Fondation MEC, Sénatrice Dr H.E Mesdames, Messieurs, distingués invités, tout protocole observé, recevez mes chaleureuses salutations. Permettez-moi d'abord d'adresser mes condoléances les plus attristées à nos consoeurs, Première Dame de Tchad, suite au décès inopiné du maréchal Son Excellence Idriss Déby Itno. Que Dieu lui accorde un repos éternel et reconforte toute sa famille et tout le peuple tchadien. Je suis très heureuse aujourd'hui de rejoindre mes sœurs, Excellences, Première Dame d'Afrique, et vous tous invités d'honneur à la 8e édition de la conférence annuelle de la Fondation MEC, dénommée Africa-Asia Luminary. Et c'est un réel plaisir pour moi de célébrer avec vous le 4e anniversaire de la Fondation MEC. Je suis très fière de faire partie de l'initiative des Premières Dames de la Fondation MEC et de vous entendre toutes mes chères sœurs parler de vos riches expériences et programmes de vos pays respectifs. En tant qu'ambassadrice de la Fondation MEC, plus qu'une mère et partenaire à long terme de la Fondation MEC, je suis très reconnaissante et satisfaite du partenariat avec cette fondation qui, au Burundi, apporte sa valeur ajoutée dans le renforcement de capacités de soins de santé, dans l'autonomisation économique des filles, des femmes en général, tout en mettant un accent particulier à celles infertiles grâce à l'éducation, à la sensibilisation, dans l'optique de mettre un terme à la stigmatisation autour de la femme infertile. Sans être exhaustive, permettez-moi de citer certains aspects qui démontrent la suffisance que le partenariat est d'une très grande utilité dans mon pays, le Burundi. En partenariat avec le ministère de l'Éducation nationale et de la recherche scientifique, ainsi que la Fondation MEC, j'ai lancé un nouveau programme de la Fondation MEC, EDGAR, pour appuyer chaque année l'éducation de 20 filles les plus brillantes dans leurs écoles secondaires. Une initiative très importante pour autonomiser nos filles à travers l'éducation. Toujours en partenariat avec la Fondation MEC, j'ai pu assister 100 familles particulièrement vulnérables face à l'impact négatif de la COVID-19 à mairie de Bujumbura au mois de mars 2021. Il s'agit principalement de femmes qui vivaient du petit commerce ou d'un travail précaire et informel, mais qui, suite à la pandémie de COVID-19, ont été très affectées. Je salue également l'initiative dénommée Bernard Empowerment Programme qui vise l'autonomisation des femmes infertiles et qui sera bientôt mise en œuvre grâce à l'appui de la Fondation MEC. En tant qu'ambassadrice de la Fondation MEC, plus qu'une mère, j'ai récemment organisé une rencontre de haut niveau avec les responsables administratifs et sanitaires et les élus du peuple pour avoir une compréhension commune sur la problématique de l'infertilité et ses approches de prise en charge. J'ai aussi organisé un atelier qui visait à briser la stigmatisation autour des couples infertiles et à autonomiser grâce à l'accès à l'information, à l'éducation, à la santé et au changement de mentalité. Il est triste de savoir que les femmes uniquement sont tenues responsables à l'infertilité et qu'elles sont constamment soumises à des violences physiques, psychologiques, bien que 50% de l'infertilité soit due aux hommes. Nous devons encourager les hommes à parler, à discuter ouvertement de leurs problèmes d'infertilité et à savoir que la fertilité est une responsabilité partagée. Je ne le dirai jamais assez, la sensibilisation à travers les médias traditionnels et sociaux est très essentiellement pour créer un changement de culture, pour briser la stigmatisation liée à l'infertilité et pour sensibiliser sa prévention. En ce qui me concerne, je continuerai à travailler en étroite collaboration avec la Fondation Merck pour promouvoir une culture de respect pour les femmes, qu'elles aient des enfants ou non, car elles sont toutes presque des mères. Ensemble, nous allons les aider à s'autonomiser grâce à l'accès à l'éducation, à l'amélioration de la santé, élément essentiel pour le développement socio-économique. Toujours dans le cadre de redonner de l'espoir à la femme et œuvrer pour sa dignité, j'ai personnellement lancé au mois d'août 2020 une campagne de réparation des fistules obstétriques et un chantier est en cours pour construire et équiper des bâtiments qui serviront d'extension du centre de traitement et de prise en charge des femmes souffrant de cette maladie. Nous saluons des efforts du gouvernement de la République du Burundi dans la lutte contre la pandémie de la COVID-19 et c'est dans cette perspective de conjuguer les efforts de cette lutte contre cette maladie. Et c'est dans cette perspective de conjuguer les efforts dans cette lutte que la Fondation Bonne Action Umugiraneza que j'ai créée et que je dirige a procédé à la distribution de certains établissements sanitaires du pays des équipements protection individuelle contre la COVID-19. Ces équipements ont été offerts par Son Excellence, la Première Dame de la République populaire de Chine et d'autres partenaires à qui je rends un vibrant hommage aujourd'hui. Je ne voudrais pas terminer mon propos sans réitérer encore une fois mon entière satisfaction vis-à-vis du partenariat avec la Fondation Merck et saisir cette occasion pour remercier tous ceux qui, de près ou de loin, continuent de nous accompagner afin qu'ensemble, nous puissions venir à bout de défis auxquels les populations sont confrontées. Que Dieu vous bénisse. Je vous remercie pour votre aimable attention.
Thank you very much, Madame Angeline, the First Lady of Burundi and Ambassador of Merck Mother. Thank you very much. We met actually when you just joined the office, and the last time it was your first meeting with us after meeting with Merck Foundation. And from then, we have a lot of great progress and milestones that we achieved together with your active follow-up and close follow-up. So thank you very much, and I hope that we meet in Burundi soon after COVID-19.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We'll now listen to the remarks of the First Lady of the Central African Republic, Her Excellency, Madame Brigitte Todera.
Excellences, Monsieur EDGAR Lungu, président de la République de Zambie, très chères sœurs, Madame ESTHER LUNGU, première dame de la République de Zambie, mes chères sœurs, premières dames d'Afrique, Mesdames et Messieurs les ministres ou leurs représentants, chers partenaires, professeur Franck et sénatrice Dr Racha Kelej, distingués fournisseurs de soins de santé, décideurs et médias, Mesdames et Messieurs, avant l'entame de mon propos, je voudrais adresser mes sincères condoléances à ma sœur Inda Debi Itno, qui vient d'être éprouvée par le décès de son mari, le maréchal Idriss Déby Itno. Puisse le Dieu Tout-Puissant la consoler en ce moment douloureux. Je suis très heureuse aujourd'hui de me joindre à vous de nouveau, mes très chères sœurs, premières dames d'Afrique, ainsi qu'à vous, invités d'honneur de la 8e édition de la Fondation Merck Asia Africa Luminary et aussi du 4e anniversaire de la Fondation Merck. En effet, c'est depuis 2016 que j'ai été témoin de l'énorme succès qu'a connu la Fondation Merck à travers les différentes conférences qu'elle a organisées en Côte d'Ivoire, en Égypte, au Sénégal et enfin au Ghana. Cette année, cette conférence devrait se dérouler en Zambie. Malheureusement, la pandémie à COVID-19 n'a pas permis cette rencontre. Merci à la Fondation Merck et au gouvernement de la Zambie pour avoir rendu possible cette précieuse conférence en ligne avec plus de 2000 participants de 70 pays. Et mon souhait le plus ardent à venir. Dans le cadre de la lutte contre la COVID-19, je voudrais transmettre tous mes remerciements aux héros de tous les jours en première ligne de cette pandémie qui accomplissent leur travail avec dévouement et souvent dans des conditions très stressantes. En tant qu'ambassadrice de Merck plus qu'une mère, je voudrais profiter de cette tribune qui m'est offerte pour apprécier à leur juste valeur les précieux programmes que nous avons menés ensemble avec la Fondation Merck. Excellences premières dames d'Afrique et très chères sœurs, distinguées personnalités, mesdames et messieurs, je suis très heureuse de l'engagement ferme de la Fondation Merck pour améliorer le secteur de la santé en Afrique et en Asie. Par conséquent, permettez-moi de partager avec vous les résultats de notre partenariat depuis 2016. Nous avons commencé avec Merck plus qu'une mère, l'important projet Empowering Berna, dans lequel nous avons créé de petits commerces pour les femmes infertiles et les avons formées à gérer leur commerce afin qu'elles puissent avoir un revenu et devenir indépendantes. Nous allons poursuivre ce programme et si possible l'étendre dans d'autres localités du pays. Nous avons officiellement lancé notre partenariat à long terme avec la Fondation Merck et le soutien du ministère de la Santé en 2018 pour renforcer les capacités et définir des stratégies pour briser la stigmatisation liée à cette dernière pour les 5 prochaines années. Le peuple centrafricain et la Fondation Cri de Cœur, à travers moi, sommes très fiers et heureux de nous associer à la Fondation Merck et de travailler en étroite collaboration avec elle afin d'améliorer et de renforcer les capacités de soins de santé en République centrafricaine et dans le reste de l'Afrique. Actuellement, nous avons 17 médecins issus de différents districts sanitaires qui se sont inscrits au cours de master sur le diabète en français par le biais du programme du diabète des points bleus de la Fondation Merck. 3 d'entre eux ont déjà terminé. De plus, un médecin gynécologue a obtenu son diplôme en oncologie, ce qui favorisera de meilleurs soins de santé à l'endroit des femmes dans notre pays. Pour démontrer notre réponse à la COVID-19, nous avons lancé un appel à candidature pour les prix de reconnaissance des médias intitulé « Restez à la maison » et avons déjà organisé la cérémonie de remise de prix aux gagnants de la République centrafricaine. Le thème des prix était sensibiliser sur comment rester en sécurité et rester en bonne santé physique et mentale pendant le confinement du coronavirus. Nous lancerons bientôt le nouveau prix de reconnaissance des médias intitulé « Porter les masques avec soin » pour poursuivre nos efforts de sensibilisation de nos communautés lors de la 3e vague de coronavirus. Je m'engage pleinement à travailler en étroite collaboration avec la Fondation Merck pour introduire des idées innovantes et d'autres initiatives qui impliqueront d'autres secteurs. Ces initiatives incluront le prix de reconnaissance des médias intitulé « Merck plus qu'une mère » et la formation des agents de médias sur la santé. Nous prévoyons procéder à la première formation de médias sur la santé de la Fondation Merck en République centrafricaine après le confinement dû au coronavirus. Pour le prix de reconnaissance des médias Merck plus qu'une mère, nous lancerons l'appel à candidature très prochainement, ainsi que les prix de la chanson, du cinéma et de la mode Merck plus qu'une mère. La formation des médias sur la santé permettra aux journalistes de comprendre les problèmes d'infertilité dans les communautés africaines et d'apprendre les meilleures pratiques médiatiques pour les couvrir dans le but de briser la stigmatisation irrelative et de sensibiliser nos communautés. Comme vous le savez, en collaboration avec la Fondation Merck, nous avons publié un livre d'histoire inspirant pour les enfants intitulé « Faites le bon choix ». Nous travaillons également en étroite collaboration sur le programme intitulé « Éduquer Wandara » pour inspirer nos filles et sensibiliser les communautés sur l'importance de l'éducation des filles. Grâce à ce programme, avec la Fondation Merck, nous prévoyons parrainer 20 filles très brillantes de 6 établissements scolaires publics afin de leur permettre de terminer leurs études dans de bonnes conditions. Nous prévoyons également lancer un nouveau livre d'histoire pour enfants intitulé « Éduquer Wandara ». Distingués participants, très chères sœurs premières dames, mesdames et messieurs, tout le plaisir est pour moi de travailler avec les premières dames via notre plateforme intitulée « Initiative des premières dames de la Fondation Merck » pour aider nos femmes, nos jeunes et nos communautés et aussi pour renforcer les capacités de nos jeunes médecins à devenir les futurs experts en santé. Je vous remercie de votre bien aimable attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madame Brigitte Todura, the First Lady of Central African Republic and the Ambassador of Merck More Than a Mother. Actually, Madame Brigitte was the first Ambassador of Merck More Than a Mother. She joined us in 2016, beginning of 2016. And we worked very closely together since then with great achievements and milestones. And of course, we will continue with a program of empowering women like we did the years before, because when I visited you in Central African Republic, the effect and the impact was huge. And these women their lives has transformed, and I witnessed that by myself. So we will continue to do that also this year. I also have another initiative which I'm going to enroll to all the offices of ambassadors of Merck More Than a Mother for education, which is supplying some school items to girls in school, which we are going to communicate very soon after the Luminary. What is the school items and how many we are going to send for each country. It's also part of supporting education, especially for girls. Thank you very much, Madame Brigitte, again.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Let's now listen to the remarks of Her Excellency, Madame Denise Nyakeru Tshisekedi, the First Lady of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Merci beaucoup. Je commencerai par présenter mes à notre sœur Inda Déby et à tout le peuple tchadien pour le décès d'Idriss Déby. Puisse Dieu les soutenir et les fortifier. Monsieur le Président de la Zambie, mes chères sœurs, Première Dame, Professeur Franck, Président du Conseil d'administration de Merck, chers sénateurs et Dr H.E Dr. CEO de la Fondation Merck, distingués fournisseurs des soins de santé, décideurs et médias, mesdames et messieurs, distingués invités en vos qualités et titres respectifs. Je suis très heureuse aujourd'hui de me joindre à mes sœurs et à tous en tant qu'invités d'honneur de la 8e édition de la Fondation Merck Africa Asia Luminary. Et pour célébrer ensemble le 4e anniversaire de la Fondation Merck, notre partenaire. Je suis particulièrement heureuse de faire partie de l'initiative des premières dames de la Fondation Merck. Et pour ma première participation comme nouvelle membre, je suis impatiente de vous entendre dans vos pays respectifs, surtout en ce temps difficile par la pandémie mondiale due au coronavirus. Nous devons discuter et ouvrir un dialogue pour définir la bonne stratégie pour faire face à une telle crise mondiale et profiter des expériences et des réussites de chacun d'entre nous. Je suis tout aussi fière d'avoir été nommée ambassadrice de Merck plus qu'une mère pour autonomiser les femmes infertiles grâce à l'accès à l'information, à l'éducation, au changement de mentalité et à l'autonomisation économique. J'ai hâte de commencer notre important partenariat à long terme avec la Fondation Merck et de capitaliser sur ces programmes précieux en les étendant à l'échelle nationale pour contribuer au développement social et économique de mon pays, la République démocratique du Congo. Mesdames et messieurs, le lancement de la Fondation Merck a été officiellement reporté en raison du confinement dû au coronavirus, mais nous sommes impatients de le faire l'année prochaine, espérons-le, lorsque la situation sera stabilisée. En particulier, pendant la crise mondiale et le confinement dû au Covid-19, nous sommes plus que jamais intéressés par le renforcement des capacités de soins de santé et la formation de nos médecins locaux, qui sont notre première ligne de défense et les héros de notre bataille contre cette maladie. Par conséquent, je suis très heureuse de savoir que la Fondation Merck se concentre principalement sur le renforcement des capacités des soins de santé et la formation de nos médecins et infirmières. En moins d'1 an, par le biais du programme du diabète, la Fondation Merck a inscrit 32 médecins au cours de master en charge du diabète accrédité par la Société du diabète du Royaume-Uni. Ces médecins viennent de différentes provinces de la RDC. 19 médecins d'entre eux ont déjà obtenu leur diplôme et je suis confiante que cela aura un impact positif dans la prise en charge du diabète dans leurs communautés respectives. Dans le cadre de mon rôle d'ambassadrice de Merck plus qu'une mère, je travaille avec le ministère de la Santé pour recommander plus de candidats pour des programmes de formation en fertilité et en embryologie dans d'autres sous-spécialités. À ce jour, la Fondation Merck a déjà formé 5 spécialistes de la fertilité et embryologistes. 2 médecins ont rejoint cette année la formation pour être à terme 7 spécialistes de la fertilité et embryologistes qualifiés et formés qui apporteront certainement une valeur ajoutée considérable à notre société. En dernier lieu, nous avons inscrit un médecin au programme de bourse en oncologie de la Fondation Merck qui vise à former des jeunes médecins dans diverses spécialités d'oncologie dans le but de constituer une équipe qualifiée capable d'améliorer l'accès à des soins anticancéreux de qualité et équitable dans le pays. Ma fondation travaille d'arrache-pied avec le ministère de la Santé pour recommander beaucoup plus de candidats pour ce programme précieux qui est très important pour augmenter le nombre actuellement limité d'oncologues. Mesdames et messieurs, en collaboration avec la Fondation Merck, nous avons commencé à travailler pour introduire des idées innovantes qui impliqueront différents secteurs afin de créer un changement de culture dans le but de briser la stigmatisation de l'infertilité et d'avoir un meilleur impact. Les quelques initiatives incluent le prix de reconnaissance des médias Merck plus qu'une mère et une formation des médias sur la santé. En effet, nous prévoyons d'organiser la première formation des médias sur la santé autour des normes internationales et à l'éthique des médias pour le reportage de questions sensibles comme l'infertilité en Afrique. Cela permettra aux journalistes de comprendre les problèmes d'infertilité que les communautés africaines et d'apprendre les bonnes pratiques médiatiques pour les couvrir dans le but de briser la stigmatisation et d'améliorer la sensibilisation de nos communautés sur ces sujets. Je tiens à remercier la Fondation Merck pour le don fait à l'endroit des femmes et des familles des travailleurs occasionnels et quotidiens les plus touchés par le confinement dû à la COVID-19. Toujours dans le cadre de la lutte contre la COVID-19, ensemble, nous avons annoncé l'appel à la candidature pour le prix de reconnaissance des médias « Rester à la maison » sous le thème « Sensibiliser sur comment de rester en sécurité et rester en santé physique et mentale ». 10 gagnants ont été annoncés et célébrés. Fort de ce succès engagé, j'ai hâte de lancer de nouvelles éditions dans ces différents concours dans les prochains jours. Nous avons également publié un livre d'histoire pour enfants intitulé « Faites le bon choix » pour sensibiliser les enfants et les jeunes au coronavirus. Nous sommes actuellement en train de mettre en place le programme Éduquer Cathy qui vise à soutenir 20 filles défavorisées au niveau secondaire dans le but de leur donner à terme des bonnes bases d'une autonomisation au travers de l'éducation. Un petit livre d'histoire également intitulé « Éduquer Cathy » sera bientôt lancé. Il servira de matériel didactique pour inspirer les filles et sensibiliser les communautés sur l'importance de l'éducation des filles. Nous sommes impatients de recevoir prochainement les 30 000 exemplaires de ces livres d'histoire pour enfants afin de contribuer efficacement à la sensibilisation sur l'éducation des filles et de briser la stigmatisation de l'infertilité. Mesdames et messieurs, distingués invités, je ne pourrais clore mon propos sans saluer encore une fois l'engagement de la Fondation Merck à faire progresser le secteur public de la santé en Afrique, particulièrement par la formation des professionnels de santé, mais aussi dans l'évolution des mentalités sur des sujets cruciaux comme l'infertilité, l'éducation et l'autonomisation de la femme et des jeunes filles. Une fois de plus, je tiens à remercier la Fondation Merck et le gouvernement de la Zambie, particulièrement ma chère sœur ESTHER LUNGU, première dame de la Zambie, pour l'organisation de cette 8e édition de la Fondation Merck Africa Asia Luminary. Joyeux 4e anniversaire à la Fondation Merck et longue vie. Que vive notre collaboration fructueuse. Je vous remercie.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency Madame Denis Tshisekedi, the First Lady of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And I welcome you officially to be a new member of the Merck Foundation First Ladies Initiative. Of course, we met in 2020, you already joined in 2020, but this is the first official appearance. And of course, it was a great honor also to welcome you as ambassador of Merck Foundation More Than a Mother. Since we met in 2020, we have achieved a lot of also impact, although it is during Corona virus pandemic, which is make it even difficult. But as you said rightly, that we are postponing the official launch until, of course, the pandemic over and we'll be free again to travel around. Thank you very much for joining us today at the first time. And regarding also the copies that we said that we are going to send, that's 30,000 copies of the storybooks. This is also will be sent to all the countries. Some of the countries already received it, and some of the countries will be sent to them. So thank you very much again, Madame Denis. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now listen to the remarks of the First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo.
Hello and good afternoon to everyone. First of all, my sincere condolences to my sister, Mrs. Idris Deby of Chad, on the untimely passing of her husband. His Excellency President of Zambia, Her Excellency First Lady of Zambia, Excellencies First Ladies of Africa, Honorable Ministers of Health, Chairman of Merck, Professor Frank Stangenberg-Haverkamp, CEO of Merck Foundation, Senator Dr. Rasha Kelej, distinguished healthcare providers, policymakers, and media. It is my joy to be part of another edition of the Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary and to celebrate the 4th anniversary of Merck Foundation. Congratulations, Rasha, and your hard-working team. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19 has had an unthinkable toll on our lives. We quickly realized that our health systems were simply not ready for a pandemic of such global magnitude. We all know this is by no means the last pandemic. There will be future pandemics, and we have to be prepared. Among other things, we need to build robust health systems. I therefore appreciate our partnership with Merck Foundation to train healthcare professionals in Ghana. Under this partnership, more than 60 healthcare providers have received critical training in the fields of cancer, diabetes, cardiology, endocrinology, respiratory, and acute medicines. sexual and reproductive medicines, fertility, and embryology. Permit me to provide a few highlights. 12 doctors have completed their one-year diploma in diabetes and 11 in cardiovascular preventive medicines. Again, 5 doctors have concluded a one-year online endocrinology program. 2 doctors have also graduated from an oncology fellowship, and 1 is undergoing a master's degree in medical oncology. Additionally, 7 candidates have undergone a 3-month embryology course, with 4 more enrolled in a master's program. In direct response to the coronavirus pandemic, Merck Foundation is also training some of our doctors in respiratory and acute medicines. I am excited that very soon our partnership with Merck Foundation will cover areas such as psychological therapies, orthopedic trauma science, pediatric, emergency medicine, and advanced surgical practice. Additional areas to be covered are dermatology, neonatal medicine, pain management, psychiatry, urology, rheumatology, internal medicine, and pain management. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, together with Merck Foundation, we were able to launch an inspiring storybook, Make the Right Choice, Stay at Home. We also successfully implemented the Stay at Home Media Recognition Awards. This helped to raise awareness on how to stay physically and mentally healthy during these unsettling times. We look forward to the Mask Up with Care Media Recognition Awards to continue to sensitize our communities. Last year, the Merck Foundation partnered the Rebecca Foundation to produce our TV program, Because I Want to Be. This is a television mentoring program to encourage adolescent girls to stay in school. I'm happy to announce that Merck Foundation has extended their support for another year. We are also working with Merck Foundation on the Educating Linda program and have sponsored 20 high-performing girls in their education. I'm extremely grateful to Merck Foundation for their commitment to supporting healthcare systems, women and girls in Ghana and Africa. I also commend them for broadening the discussions on infertility by organizing competitions in fashion, film, and journalism. Finally, I would like to appreciate our African governments, healthcare workers, and all those who continue to work hard to bring our world to normalcy. My prayer is that we will all meet in person for the 9th edition of the Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, the First Lady of Ghana. And thank you very much. We was hoping when we had the Luminary in Ghana last year that we are going to meet again the year after in Zambia. We couldn't. So our last meeting in person was in Ghana, all of us. And I hope that very soon we can meet again personally. Thank you very much for your support and for the encouragement and the kind words as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And the last time I was in Ghana, I can confirm that your jollof is the best. So another opportunity will definitely be amazing. Let's now listen to the words of Her Excellency Claire Marie Ware, the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you so much. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you all. Well, at the onset, let me express on behalf of the President of Liberia and the people of our great country, our deepest condolences and sympathy to my dear sister, Hinda Debbie Igno, on the loss of her beloved husband, Mr. President Idris Deby Into, May his soul rest in perfect peace. I'm quite elated and pleased to join my sisters, First Ladies of Africa, and all of you as the guest of honor at the 8th edition of Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary, today via Zoom for the first time. And it is even more exciting to see that we have more than 2,000 participants from Africa, Asia, and Latin America to celebrate together the 4th anniversary of Merck Foundation. Let me start by wishing all of you great health and safety, and to send a message of love and respect to healthcare workers who are at the forefront of COVID-19 response, providing high quality, respectful treatment and care to all of us. Their sacrifices and sincere commitment are worth applauding. As we thank God for all that they do to save the lives of many, to save the lives and make our continent and world a better place. This is especially important during this uncertain time. We realize more than ever the importance of our healthcare system and must double our efforts to advance and build its capacity to ensure that all our people have unfettered access to equitable and quality care when needed. I am pleased to report to you that in Liberia, we have overwhelmingly welcomed Merck Foundation programs which strongly focus on building our healthcare capacity and training our healthcare providers at all levels. Currently, more than 35 Liberian doctors are undergoing specialty training, which would result in the acquisition of diplomas and master's degrees in many critical areas such as diabetes, cardiovascular, sexual and reproductive medicine, endocrinology, respiratory and acute medicine, oncology and fertility specialists, and embryology training. Liberia again is making history, and I'm proud to be the conduit to make this happen through the Merck Foundation. I truly appreciate our partnership with Merck Foundation and acknowledge their smart and serious strategies to provide specialty training for our local doctors even before this global crisis, so that they can provide the quality healthcare required by our people in the near future. I am pleased to be a part of Merck's Foundation prestigious platform this year and to be appointed as ambassador of Merck More Than a Mother in Liberia, which has me totally immersed in my mandate as espoused by the Merck Foundation to empower infertile women through access to information, education, health, and the imminent change of mindset in our country. Moreover, to empower girls in education through Merck Foundation's new program, Educating Linda, we are very much looking forward to this beneficial program. Dear esteemed sisters, I am proud to be with you. I'm proud to underscore my partnership with you, Excellencies First Ladies, to work together to make a significant impact in our country and the whole world through our strong platform. Merck Foundation First Ladies Initiative. It is our role as First Ladies to establish such strong and long-term partnership with thoughtful organizations such as Merck Foundation and to capitalize on this opportunity to improve access to quality and equitable healthcare solutions for our communities. As I mentioned earlier, in Liberia, we are proud to make history together with Merck Foundation by providing specialty training for the first fertility embryologist, oncologist, and diabetes specialist in our country. This is a noteworthy achievement which we do not take lightly. To further elucidate on this history making in Liberia, 7 Liberian doctors will be enrolled in a 1-year Merck Foundation Oncology Fellowship Program in India or in Egypt, in medical oncology, surgical oncology and radiation, gynecology, medical and pediatric oncology, and pathologists to be the first oncologists forming the first cancer care team in our country. This, I submit, is an amazing achievement, and that will transform the landscape of cancer care in the next few years. In fact, 2 of the specialists have already graduated, with more to complete over the next 2 years. Thank you, Merck. As a demonstration of our commitment to develop an appropriate response to the COVID-19 pandemic, together with Merck Foundation, 2 Liberian doctors were enrolled in one-year online postgraduate diploma program in acute medicine at the University of South Wales. We have also launched an inspiring storybook, Make the Right Choice. This story aims at raising awareness about the coronavirus, as well as to give important information about how to stay safe and keep healthy physically and mentally during this unsettling times. It also promotes honesty, loyalty, and hard work, even in the most challenging times. And I am pleased to share with you that though the times are challenging here in Liberia, together with the Merck Foundation, we have not forgotten those who are physically challenged, but rather have provided donation to support the livelihood of our physically challenged people here in our country. In 2019, we launched the first Merck Foundation Health Media Training, alerting journalists on the international standards and media ethics for reporting sensitive issues like infertility in Africa, with more than 100 journalists attending. Understanding infertility issues in African communities, learning best practices in media reportage with the aim to break the stigma and sensitize our communities were key during this training. We have planned to support 20 girl students as part of Merck Foundation, Educating Linda program, which aimed to empower girls through education in Liberia and the rest of Africa, with part of our focus to empower girls through education. We are launching Education Miata, storybook to inspire girls and sensitize communities about the importance of girls' education. Angelina Jolie said, "There's no great pillar of stability than a strong, free, educated woman." Our point exactly, to remove barriers and push for stabilizing our society in Africa by producing strong, free, and educated girls. We received 30,000 copies of the 3 storybooks, and in collaboration with the Ministry of Education,
We seem to have a technical glitch with Her Excellency, the First Lady of Liberia. And when she comes back, I guess she will be able to complete her thoughts.
But I have to say that I thank her very, very much for joining us today, although she had a presidential tour, and she ended it earlier to be with us today. So thank you, Madam Maya, she came back.
Please complete your remarks, Your Excellency.
Oh, I thank you so much. I just basically wanted to wish my dear sister Fatima and the people of Sierra Leone happy Independence Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Your Excellency, Mrs. Claire Mary Weah, the First Lady of Liberia. And I would like to thank you very much that you ended the presidential tour early just to be with us today. So we are very grateful for your time and your valuable contribution. And I am so excited myself that we have 35 doctors from Liberia been benefiting or will benefit or in the process of benefiting from the specialty scholarship which a long-term training to have different specialties and medical specialties, which is very critical and very underserved and needed in Africa. This, I think, a great transformation. It will never happen without your support and to access and to know these doctors so we can help them. That's why our partnership and the collaboration is very critical for this success. I think this can be a transformation for the healthcare in Liberia to have 35 specialists well trained and skilled in the public sector, healthcare sector. So, and this is not the end, it's the only start. So I think we are together, we can do a lot of great things. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's now listen to the remarks of Her Excellency Mrs. Monica Chakwera, the First Lady of the Republic of Malawi.
Your Excellency, Mr. EDGAR CHAGWA LUNGU, President of Republic of Zambia, Your Excellency, Madam ESTHER LUNGU, First Lady of the Republic of Zambia, Your Excellency, First Ladies of Africa, Honorable Cabinet Ministers from across Africa, Professor Frank Steinberg, the chairman of Merck, Dr. Rasha Kellage, the chief executive officer of Merck Foundation, distinguished healthcare providers and policymakers, members of the media and press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start also with condolences to my sister, the First Lady of Chad, for the loss of their husband. Here in Malawi, all of us are feeling with you the loss that you have, and we'll be praying for you. I was honored today to join Your Excellencies, First Ladies of Africa, and everyone gathered here for the 8th edition of Merck Foundation Africa Asia Luminary, in partnership with the government of Zambia. Today, we are also celebrating the 4th anniversary of Merck Foundation. It is an honor to be part of this great meeting. I wish it was physical so I would meet with you, because this is my second time, but I've never physically met anyone except First Lady of Zambia. But we'll be hoping that next year we can all meet and know each other a little bit more. Since assuming my role as Make More Than a Mother ambassador last year in 2020, my office has worked closely together with Merck Foundation to define the right strategy to build healthcare capacity, empower infertile women, and support girls' education in Malawi. I am pleased to inform Your Excellencies that Merck Foundation has provided 19 scholarships for Malawian doctors for 1 year online diploma in medical specialties such as acute medicine, sexual and reproductive medicine, and diabetics, amongst other professions that they're doing. In addition, we have 9 doctors and nurses enrolled for entomology training, and 3 doctors enrolled for fertility training in India in May. and October 2021, or as soon as the COVID-19 pandemic diminishes or reduces to a point where they can travel. These specialties are great significance for Malawi as they will contribute towards establishing skilled team of doctors to improve access to quality and equitable cancer care, and establishing a strong platform to assist infertile couples in the country. We are currently working with our Ministry of Health to come up with more doctors to be enrolled into different diploma and master degrees program in new critical and in new special areas of medicine. This will further help to reshape and transform the landscape of the healthcare sector in Malawi and improve access to quality and equitable healthcare solutions. As Make More Than a Mother ambassador, it is my great heart's desire to work in collaboration with our ministries to sensitize our communities to better understand infertility and break the stigma. As you know, in Africa, sometimes our cultures are very difficult, but I'm very hopeful that you send out messages that will make people look at infertile women differently. So every woman deserves to be treated with great dignity, irrespective of their status. And as we say, they are more than a mother. The ones that I know that have not had their own biological children, they have raised up so many children of their siblings or relatives. So when we say more than a mother, that describes a lot about infertile women. So we'll be trying to send out messages so people can look at them differently. The role of the media in this campaign is absolutely critical. That in this regard, we have launched the Make More Than a Mother Media Recognition Awards. I am looking forward to launching additional awards to the areas of fashion, film, and songs to encourage our youth to use art to help create a culture shift and break the infertility stigma. I am also very happy to report that my office received 30,000 copies of the 3 storybooks produced in partnership with Merck Foundation to raise awareness about COVID-19, support girl-child education, break the infertility stigma, and emphasize family values of love and respect. These books have since been distributed to school children across Malawi and in collaboration with Ministry of Education, and they were very thankful because in school libraries, we don't have a lot of variety of books, and these were like a very welcome initiative that was done. Finally, together with Merck Foundation and in partnership with Ministry of Education, 40 best performing girls in secondary schools in Malawi have been provided with scholarship under the Educating Linda program. This is a very important initiative to empower our girls in education. And in Malawi, especially girls from the village, once they get educated, I should say once we get educated, because I'm part of that, we say goodbye to poverty. So that is very, very helpful. On behalf of people of Malawi, we welcome the long-term partnership with Merck Foundation and with all Your Excellency, the First Ladies of Africa, to build healthcare capacity and establish a strong platform of specialized and well-trained health experts to transform healthcare sector on our continent. I thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Excellency Mrs. Monica Chakwera, the First Lady of Malawi and also the Ambassador of Merck More Than a Mother. And I agree with you, we want many girls to say goodbye to poverty. And that's why the support of education of girls is very, very important for us. And we will continue doing that together. With the health, capacity building and education, I think this is the two tools that is very important for everyone to say goodbye to poverty and to have better life, health and education. So we are working on this together, and thank you very, very much being our ambassador, Merck Foundation More Than a Mother ambassador. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Let me now welcome the First Lady of the Republic of Mozambique, Her Excellency Mrs. Isaura Ferrao Nyusi.
Antes de iniciar a minha intervenção, gostaria de expressar as mais profundas condolências à ex-primeira-dama Inda Debi, nossa irmã, sua família e o povo irmão do Chad pela irreparável perda do seu marido, presidente Idriss Déby. Sua alma descansa em paz. Sua Excelência, Presidente da República da Zâmbia, Sua Excelência, Primeira-Dama da República da Zâmbia, nossa anfitriã, Suas Excelências, minhas queridas irmãs, Primeiras-Damas de África, senhores ministros aqui presentes, nossos parceiros, o Presidente da Merck, Professor Franks, e CEO da Merck Foundation, Dra. Rash, distintos provedores de saúde, decisores políticos e mídia, minhas senhoras, meus senhores. Neste período que atravessamos com a Covid-19, quero antes de mais louvar a Fundação Merck e o governo da Zâmbia pela iniciativa da criação desta plataforma online para contornar as dificuldades de interação no contexto de desenvolvimento das atividades das primeiras damas, Merck Foundation, Ásia Luminary, e ainda fazermos uso desta ocasião para celebrarmos juntos o 4º aniversário da Fundação Merck. Feliz aniversário, Fundação Merck, parabéns ao governo da Zâmbia. Do outro lado, me sinto feliz por me juntar às minhas irmãs, Suas Excelências, as Primeiras Damas de África, e todos vós como convidados de honra da 8ª edição da Merck Foundation África, Ásia Luminary. E ainda à luz dos desenvolvimentos em relação à Covid-19, gostaria de expressar os meus agradecimentos a todos os profissionais de saúde que realizam o seu trabalho crítico e muitas vezes estressante durante esta pandemia global e durante todo o ano. Suas Excelências, Primeiras Damas de África, apostemos para que este encontro possa contribuir no alargamento das relações bilaterais entre a Fundação Merck e as Primeiras Damas de África e assim fortificar o compromisso com vista à melhoria do setor de saúde em toda a África. Portanto, deixem-me partilhar com as vossas excelências os resultados da nossa parceria. Lançamos oficialmente a nossa parceria de longo prazo com a Fundação Merck, com o apoio do Ministério da Saúde em 2019, para construir capacidade de tratamento de cancro, diabetes e fertilidade e definir as intervenções da eliminação do estigma da infertilidade e empoderar as meninas através da educação nos próximos 5 anos. Estamos muito orgulhosos por fazer parte da parceria com a Fundação Merck e trabalharmos em estreita colaboração, garantindo o apoio na formação dos nossos provedores de saúde, principalmente durante esta crise global, onde enfrentamos uma enorme pressão no sistema de saúde. Continuarei a trabalhar junto com o nosso Ministério de Saúde para identificar os candidatos certos que farão parte dos programas de treinamento e bolsa de estudo em oncologia, diabetes e fertilidade. Atualmente temos 14 médicos provenientes de 11 províncias de Moçambique inscritos no curso de mestrado em diabetes pela primeira vez em português através da Merck Foundation Diabetes Blue Points Project. Agradecemos o apoio contínuo do nosso Ministério de Saúde e da Fundação Merck no acompanhamento dos candidatos. Estamos ansiosos de inscrever mais candidatos para frequentar o curso de mestrado em diabetes, para se tornarem capazes de transformar o tratamento de diabetes em Moçambique. Juntos com a Fundação Merck, estou totalmente empenhada em trabalhar de perto para apresentar ideias inovadoras que envolverão diferentes setores para criar uma mudança de cultura com o objetivo de quebrar o estigma da infertilidade e causar um grande impacto num curto espaço de tempo. As poucas iniciativas incluirão o Prêmio de Jornalismo Merck Mais do que uma Mãe e formação de jornalistas de saúde. Tencionamos fazer a primeira formação de jornalistas de saúde da Fundação Merck em Moçambique após o bloqueio do coronavírus, para formar jornalistas sobre os padrões internacionais e ética da mídia para tratar questões delicadas como infertilidade em África. A formação irá beneficiar os jornalistas na compreensão dos problemas de infertilidade nas comunidades africanas e aprender as melhores práticas dos mídias para fazer coberturas eficazes com vista a quebrar o estigma e sensibilizar as nossas comunidades através de todos os meios de comunicação. Também anunciamos convite para apresentação de candidaturas para o Prêmio de Jornalismo Merck Mais do que uma Mãe. Para demonstrar a nossa resposta à Covid-19, anunciamos igualmente o convite de apresentação das candidaturas para os Prêmios de Jornalismo Fique em Casa em Moçambique. O lema dos prémios é levar a conscientização sobre como permanecer seguro e manter-se física e mentalmente saudáveis durante o bloqueio por coronavírus. Nas premiações, logramos 9 vencedores em ambos os concursos, em que se tomou em consideração o engajamento institucional com excelência da nossa mídia, a fim de criar uma mudança de cultura. Estou pessoalmente ansiosa para lançar a nova edição dos Prêmios de Jornalismo Merck Mais do que uma Mãe, Prêmios do Filme, Prêmios da Canção e Moda e os Prêmios de Jornalismo Usa Máscara com Cuidado, para continuar com os nossos esforços de criar uma mudança de mentalidade na cultura do uso de máscaras em Moçambique. Como é do vosso conhecimento, lançamos um livro de histórias infantis, Faça a Escolha Certa. Estamos ansiosos para trabalhar de perto com a equipe da Fundação Merck no novo programa e no lançamento do livro Educar Serafina, com o objetivo de empoderar as meninas através da educação e motivá-las a sensibilizar as comunidades sobre a importância da educação da rapariga. Também desenvolvemos a história do José, um livro que esperamos lançar juntos, logo após o bloqueio do coronavírus, para os alunos das escolas a enfatizar os valores familiares de amor e respeito desde a tenra-idade e levar a conscientização sobre como quebrar o estigma da infertilidade. Estamos expectantes de receber os exemplares, 30 mil exemplares, dos 3 livros de histórias para elevar a conscientização sobre a Covid-19, apoiar a educação das meninas e quebrar o estigma da infertilidade e enfatizar os valores familiares de amor e respeito. Estou feliz por ser uma das convidadas de honra do Merck Foundation África, Ásia, Luminary 2021 e tenho orgulho de trabalhar com suas excelências Primeiras Damas, por meio da nossa plataforma Iniciativa das Primeiras Damas da Fundação Merck, para ajudar as nossas mulheres e jovens, as nossas comunidades e os nossos jovens médicos a serem os futuros especialistas em saúde. Antes de terminar, em meu nome próprio, do meu gabinete, das comunidades beneficiárias deste processo e dos pilares intervenientes, como a educação e a saúde, endereço o nosso agradecimento à Fundação Merck por fazer acontecer esta valiosa conferência virtual pela segunda vez durante a pandemia do coronavírus. E como embaixadora da Merck, mais do que uma mãe, aproveito igualmente esta oportunidade para agradecer pelos valiosos programas que conduzimos juntos com a Fundação Merck e é meu desejo que possamos nos encontrar pessoalmente em breve. Pela atenção dispensada, muito obrigada.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Mrs. Isaura Faru Nyusi, the First Lady of Mozambique and Ambassador of Merck more than a mother. And I'm looking forward to visit Mozambique after COVID-19, so we can start officially our partnership and launch the Merck Foundation programs. But despite that, we're still working together online. And I'm going to send the stories for you, 30,000 copies, the stories, the 3 storybooks, and also we can speak about the school items. It can empower girls' education, which is, I think, very, very important for you and your programs. I just wanted also to tell everyone that we have, until now, not 5,000 attendees. It is 13,500 attendees are attending us currently now from across Africa and Asia and other countries. So this is a huge participant, and I hope that this will impact on their, of course, knowledge and awareness about different topics we are raising now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Let's now listen to the remarks of Her Excellency Mrs. Monica Gengos, the First Lady of the Republic of Namibia.
Thank you. And I'd like to also thank His Excellency President EDGAR CHAGWA LUNGU for opening this important discussion and the 8th edition of the Merck Foundation Africa-Asia Luminary Convention. My dear sister, Your Excellency ESTHER LUNGU, please pass our collective appreciation to your dear husband. It's a pleasure to be sharing a platform with Your Excellencies, my dear sisters, as it's always insightful to listen to the work that you are doing in your respective countries. And I'd like to thank the Merck Foundation for providing this important platform to discuss infertility, stigma, and related issues, and to ensure that the work that everybody on this call is doing around the issue of reproductive health and infertility. I'd like to specifically thank Dr. Rasha Kellage for her leadership. I was not surprised when I saw her recognition as the 100 most influential Africans by the New Africa magazine and her appointment as a senator in the Egyptian Senate. Dr. Kilej, it's no doubt that your personal and professional commitment has really brought us all together. And I'm pleased that there's so many healthcare professionals, academics, technocrats, policymakers, media professionals participating in this summit, because it's through these type of multi-sectoral partnerships that we'll be able to collectively spotlight the economic, psychological, and health implications of infertility. For too long, infertility has been relatively invisible to policymakers and at great risk to those who suffer from it, particularly women. Many of our public healthcare systems do not treat infertility, which makes it difficult for low-income and rural women to access the correct information on the cause of their infertility and their possible treatment options. The few who are able to access private healthcare are usually a bit wealthier or in urban areas, and they do so by incurring significant financial costs, which often bankrupt them and brings additional stress into already strained households. The inequality of treatment access, as well as the public and private healthcare dichotomy, also impacts data collection, as we lack reliable data on infertility prevalence. The issue is that public healthcare doesn't treat, and when looking for statistics, it does not have access to the statistics of private healthcare practitioners. And compounding this is the knowledge we all have that many treat infertility through traditional healers who do not often feature as role players when we speak about improving the quality of care and information for those seeking to treat and access information about fertility. I saw a comment in the chat group from a journalist from Zambia. I think his name is Yaya Kulibali. And he wanted to know about how do we avoid the unconventional ways of treating infertility, especially things that are not scientifically proven. And I think Mr. Kulibali I'm not sure what it is that we can do about including the conversation about conventional and unconventional, what is scientific, what is not scientific. But I do know for sure that we cannot exclude traditional healers from this conversation because they do play a big role in people going to them to access information about fertility. Many of the First Ladies who spoke before me sang songs of praise for Merck Foundation and their efforts to ensure clinical training in the fields of oncology and fertility specialization. And I'd really like to join that chorus. As in Namibia, 37 medical doctors have received or will receive 1 year online training in different fields. And there's 11 young medical doctors from all over the country who've enrolled for the diploma and master's degree in sexual and reproductive medicines. The development of effective and compassionate skill is an important building block for men and women who seek treatment for infertility. I commend this, fully cognizant that the treatment for infertility is not just about healthcare. It's also about our societal mindsets, and many of the First Ladies who spoke before me highlighted this. And to this extent, the presence of academia and media in this discussion is critical. And there I noticed there's a PhD researcher, I think from Cameroon, as well as a mental health researcher, Jackson Dushimi from Rwanda. And I'm sure there's many others in academia who are on this call. And it's important because we do not have enough data or statistics around this issue. The same is true around the involvement of media in discussions like this. We do, however, need to consider extending an invitation to traditional and spiritual leaders to ensure that we are all on the same page on the best methods, the most constructive methods to counsel, comfort, and heal those affected by infertility. The language I speak, Oshindonga, has many dehumanizing words and descriptions for those who are childless. And I suspect this is true of many of your vernaculars. And this really speaks to the insensitivity and the judgment that accompanies the reality of childlessness on our continent. Women are often made the face of infertility and are subjected to harsher social judgment and insensitive comments by family members, by community members, colleagues, and societies at large. And we do this even though we know infertility is also an issue with men. We can no longer afford to make a genderless reproductive health issue an issue of womanhood, to the extent that we believe that women who can't bear children are less. So it's true, Dr. Rasha, women are indeed more than mothers. Our decision to shape a more constructive narrative around infertility was given a strong boost by the visit of Dr. Kelech to Namibia in 2020, just before all our countries started with lockdowns around the coronavirus. In addition to the many programs that we led together with Dr. Rasha, including a meeting with the President of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. H.E Dr, we also had a public and private session on infertility, and we launched a children's storybook on stigma around infertility. Most importantly, we used the visit to help Merck Foundation pilot its first media training workshop. I was deeply struck by the intensity of emotions of the participants and how many of them were dealing with their anguish in private. I was also impressed by the insights and thoughtful contributions given by adolescents when we went to engage them on stigma, as well as media practitioners when they did their media training, as it was clear that we have all interacted with someone who battles with infertility. It also made me confront my own insensitivities and our collective insensitive behavior and comments, where we assume everyone of childbearing age should be a parent. And we often ask invasive and presumptive questions when someone says they don't have children. Often we don't even bother to ask, and we say, how many children do you have? With the assumption they must have children. This is even true at weddings, where every joke is about when the baby will be born. This was my own experience when I got married, and I was advised by many powerful women in politics, in business, in my own family. Many of them advised me that the only way I could solidify my relationship with my husband was to make sure that we have a child together. This is very indicative of our own mindsets that are problematic, and we all need to unlearn the very problematic assumptions that we have about people having children or having to have children when they're in marriage. The experiences of the women we assembled was very instructive in how we formulated our programs, as it's impossible to devise a program on infertility without listening to those directly affected, particularly those in villages and rural areas and low income. The few who can afford treatment educated us about the financial burden of treatment, the stress of borrowing money, and the selling of assets to pay for repetitive treatment, often which doesn't work. Others who couldn't afford treatment believed that if they could just access enough money to access treatment, they would be able to succeed. Some spoke about marriage breakdowns, gender-based violence, humiliation by in-laws, depression, substance abuse, suicidal thoughts, feelings of worthlessness, and the inevitable financial ruin. Some have been told that if they would just strengthen their faith, the Lord would ensure a breakthrough. Others were told by their traditional healers that their infertility is due to a curse of an ancestor or the jealousy of an in-law or a love rival. And whatever our belief systems, one thing is true: we need a more compassionate approach to the financial, psychological, and treatment of those who struggle to have children. The individual narratives around infertility are unexplored and they are complex. And I was gratified when those who trusted us with their individual stories agreed to join a support group to continue providing each other with support and information. The support group has dealt with the emotions of those who have been inspired by the experiences of others to adopt, to fix their relationships. Others gave experiences and tips on how their relationships were impacted positively and negatively, and gave advice based on their own treatment options. And the sharing of advice, the support, the information has helped us all learn so much, and culminated in them having a national conference on infertility on the 11th of March 2021. The media displayed keen interest in this national conference, and I was particularly pleased by the high quality and compassionate reporting from Namibian journalists. They displayed a sensibility and familiarity with the topic, which was heartwarming for me. And without taking away from their professionalism and capacity, I would not want to discount the possible impact of the media training and media awards that are championed by the Merck Foundation. That to me was a practical example of why it's important for the media to be critical partners in shaping a constructive narrative on infertility. And I'd like to use this opportunity to thank Namibian journalists, and I see there's journalists from across the continent, for really making a decision to be part of the solution and not going into the negative stereotypes that we've seen around this topic. This is sadly not true of social media, and we continue to see insensitive remarks and insults directed at those who are childless. Our partnership with Merck Foundation and the Infertility Support Group in Namibia have assisted us to achieve a number of highlights in our work on infertility, some of which includes pragmatic things like individuals and couples who have managed to access counseling through our services and were referred to specialists and social workers to explore foster care or adoption for those who were interested, because not all are interested. There were 5 beneficiaries who received startup capital from Merck Foundation. And I know that this was a question from Doreen Nawa around what are the programs that are done to empower those, economically empower those who are chased out of their homes because of infertility. Well, Doreen, there is assistance provided by Merck Foundation to provide startup capital for entrepreneurial endeavors. And they are all now in a better position to provide their basic needs. 2 groups of media recognition award winners received their certificates and their medals for outstanding work done. And more journalists are inquiring on how to participate. And they are helping us to encourage research and dialogues on this topic. As our office, we also incorporate infertility in all our speaking engagements, where we talk about sexual and gender-based violence, SRHR, mental health, teenage pregnancies, and the importance not to treat infertility as issue specific and part of a broader conversation around reproductive health. The support group has ensured that each region in the country has a focal person who works in close collaboration with health practitioners in their respective regions to raise greater awareness of infertility issues and share key messages in local languages to reach a wider audience. Even after our national conference in 2021, we had lots of post-conference inquiries to handle, and we were pleasantly surprised that many of these queries came from men who called us for advice and support. And we're grateful for the exceptional support from private and public healthcare practitioners, including a retired infertility specialist with over 50 years experience, who have become reliable guides to our work on the importance of prevention, early detection, and intervention. For too long, those who grapple with issues of infertility have felt ignored and on their own. And it's encouraging to see these efforts to reassure them that they are not alone. This is particularly true for women who've been made the face of infertility. When a couple struggles to conceive, it's usually the woman who is blamed, as societal reproductive expectations are placed solely on women. We need to ensure that we provide support to both men and women so that they are able to deal with their challenges in a constructive manner, as we know that there is an intersection between infertility and gender-based violence. We must build societies where those who are childless are not dehumanized, insulted, ostracized, or rejected. This is why it's an important reminder that infertility is not only about providing medical treatment, it's also about navigating the psychological, financial, and societal implications. We can't divorce infertility from the traditional religious and societal mindsets of the communities affected individuals and couples originate from. To this extent, I'd like to reiterate 8 points that have been made throughout the day. 1, we need to improve access to services around infertility, particularly in the public healthcare system, and to put infertility on the policymakers' agenda. 2, We need to develop data management systems which incorporate statistics from public and private healthcare professionals. And I'd like to really have us consider traditional healers within the definition of private practitioners, because people are going to them whether we like it or not. 3, to integrate the role and function of religious and traditional leaders in the narrative, treatment, and understanding of infertility. 4, to assist in the establishment of support groups where those directly affected are able to take the lead in supporting one another and giving us an indication of what they believe they need and not us deciding for them. Number 5, to continue with Merck Foundation's focus and efforts to capacitate and encourage media professionals to ensure informed and sensitive reporting. 6, to encourage academics and researchers to spotlight issues around infertility so that there's a broader base of academic research and data collection on the topic. 7, to capacitate healthcare professionals, including mental health practitioners, in both public and private sectors. And 8, to shape a constructive, non-judgmental societal narrative around the childbearing of children in a manner that our actions are not harmful to those who struggle with infertility. I'd like to once again thank the Merck Foundation for their committed leadership on the issue of breaking stigma around infertility and ensuring better access and services. I'm proud to be a Merck More Than a Mother Foundation, Merck More Than a Mother ambassador, and you can be assured of my continued commitment to this cause. If there's one thing that COVID has taught us as a continent, is the importance of strengthening our public healthcare systems. And as our respective countries plan on how to build stronger healthcare systems, let us remain committed to ensure that the issue of infertility is not left out of the services that require strengthening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Mrs. Monica Gingos, the First Lady of Namibia. And thank you for your passion about the infertility stigma and women who live with infertility. I witnessed that when I visited you in March 2020, which was my last visit to Africa, my last travel forever until now. So, I would like to assure you that through Merck Foundation, we have trained almost 350 doctors across 35 countries in Africa and in Asia on fertility specialty and also reproductive health and sexual health. And I feel this is a great milestone to because most of them are the first specialists in their countries. There's some countries who don't have fertility specialists, and now there's some countries who have very limited number of gynecologists even. So having this platform will help the women and the couples to have access to someone to support them after we raise awareness about the infertility and how they can prevent, how they can deal with it, how they are more than mothers and more than fathers. They need access to this healthcare provider that can help them, so they can keep away from the people who try to deceive them through traditional healers or anything else. So I think this will add a great value. But also 350 media representatives from 25 countries has joined the media training and health training about infertility. And now they are completely aware about how the fertility stigma and how women can be empowered and should be respected whether they have children or not. And it takes a man and woman to have a child. Not only the woman is responsible for infertility, but also men should support the wives and in the journey of making a happy family. So I think these two things I am very passionate about, and I know that with your support, it was very successful in Namibia. And we have almost maybe 15 doctors now. They are in the diploma of reproductive and sexual health 1 year. And after 2 years, they will have the master's degree, and then they are from different provinces in Namibia, so it will be great. And of course, a lot of health of media representatives are also joining. I am very happy also that you supported the empowerment of women in Namibia, and we will continue with more. And I promise you that this year we will not have not only 5, we will continue until they are 20 and more. Thank you very much for your great words about infertility. Now we have 32,000 attendees are with us, and they are all heard all the awareness about infertility, because I believe women, infertile women, are very much needed support now during COVID-19, specifically because they are trapped with their abusers. Because as we know, infertile women, childless women, are usually abused physically or psychologically, and they are now trapped with their abusers because of the COVID. So I think the support now needed more than ever. So thank you very much again. I would like to
Dr. Rasha, you're muted. Yes.
I would like to call Her Excellency, the First Lady of Zambia, the co-chairperson of the 8th edition of Merck Africa Asia Luminary, and the First Lady of Zambia, Madame ESTHER LUNGU, to give her vote of thanks to all our sisters and the African First Ladies and the attendees, which is there are 30,000 at the moment attending with us. And thank you.
Thank you very much. Must say that I'm really excited that a lot of my fellow sisters, Excellencies, First Ladies of Africa, have been in attendance. And this is the spirit that should be inculcated in many of our systems, so that the programs that we are discussing are programs that are for the benefit of our people in our respective nations. So let us endeavor that all of us participate in such programs. I should thank you sincerely, and on behalf of His Excellency the President, who has represented not only me, but the nation at large, to thank all of you for having found time really to participate in this very, very important conference. It is my prayer that we continue working towards the well-being of our people in our respective countries. Thank you very much once again. I thank you, Merck Foundation representatives, starting with Professor Frank Steinbeck, whatever the name, and Dr. Rasha Kelesh for initiated this program. We are here to support you, much as you are supporting us in training our medical personnel. We are here for each other, and we are here for the people of this world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My turn to thank you, Your Excellency, ESTHER LUNGU, for the great support, and to thank the government of Zambia for the support to make this platform happen with that big platform and the huge attendees, which there are more than 30,000 attendees at the moment. But allow me to, because I delayed that to the end of the conference, allow me to send my condolences and with all my heart and feelings to our sister, Her Excellency, the First Lady of Chad, Madame Hinda Etno, for the loss of her husband, His Excellency Idris Etno Epo, and this is very important for us. I already had sent my condolences the first day we learned that, and we had 3 days mourning on social media for the great loss. So I would like to end with this, and I'd like to thank all of you for your participation and for the support and the partnership and the commitment to make the world a better place. Thank you very, very much.